Hey, everybody, welcome back. Devin, the OG, the original Grognard, sitting down here for day 2 of the virtual Armchair Dragoon Convention 2020. We are here playing World at War 85, Storming the Gap. We are doing the same scenario we did last night. We have a whole host of new individuals, except for Mr. Keith Trecton. He has made his reappearance. And let's go ahead and meet everybody sitting around the table. Keith, lead us off.
Hey, I'm Keith Trecton. I am the designer of the World at War 85 series and its first volume, Storming the Gap, of which this is scenario 10. I'm looking forward to having some good gameplay with these guys.
So,
who's next?
My name's Chris Buell. I'm in Northampton, Massachusetts. Excited to be playing this game and looking forward to it.
I'm Mark, Mike. Or Mike, either one.
This is Mike. I'm in Ohio. I'm OJ's dad on Armchair Dragoons.
Hey, I'm Mark. I'm from New Orleans. I've been playing this for a few months, and yeah, looking forward to playing. I'm playing Panzer Grenadiers.
Kind of stepped on Mike.
That's all right. There. No problem. I'm new to the game, by the way, so.
All right, so the Soviets are all set up now. NATO, if you want to go ahead and set up. Mark, I know you know your setup constraints. Chris, all of your units have to be within 2 hexes of objective C.
Okay.
And as you are a new player, just to let you know, stacking limits are 2 per. Now you haven't read the rules, right? Or have you read the rules?
I've played the game.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, but you don't start over there.
But yeah, so stacking
Mark, that's not your setup.
Yeah, Mark, you don't sit up there.
That would be sweet.
Already in assault position.
So how do I make sure that the units are in a stack when I? Oh, there are. Okay, there.
Well, basically, what you do is you want to look at where the shadow is underneath the counter, and then wherever you drop it, that's where it's going to be at.
So, Mark, all your units have to be east of hex row L, not including south of hex row
okay,
8.
my bad.
Yeah, you're in the wrong map quadrant.
Okay, yeah, you try.
You're in basically. Let me draw it. I'm basically right over here.
Yeah, that's right. It's west.
Yep.
But my target-rich environment just went away.
Oh, he'll be back.
He will come. Yes, he will.
East of.
West of, and not including L,
and south of, but not including 8
of 8.
Yeah, exactly. So I'm east of, but not including hex row L.
No, west of.
And
west is. Look at this. So the north.
It's west of, not.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, west of.
Yeah, you're behind the hill, prepping to come across.
Yep.
Okay.
Somebody chimed.
So a little bit of dead air while we're getting everything set up. Keith, do you want to, for the new players, you want to go through a little bit to kind of give an idea of what we do in a turn sequence?
Sure. Hang on a second. Let me hit my Alt key here. So turns are pretty simple, actually. On the first turn, normally it'd be an initiative phase, which if a scenario designates somebody to go first, they would go first, and they would have an actual formation activation. But generally speaking, a turn runs right into the operations phase, which is just picking a card from the top of the formation deck and executing what that card says. If it's a formation, you do a formation impulse, and those pieces actually go. If it's something else, then we'd resolve it. We're not using the battlefield event, battlefield friction card, because this is basically a starter scenario. But as you guys progress, can absolutely add that in. We don't have electronic warfare. We do have a close air support mission in here. So when that pops up, we're going to execute that alpha jet strike.
If it doesn't get shot down like it did.
NATO has an alpha jet strike for the West Germans. So you go into the operations phase and you pick a card to resolve it. You pick a card, resolve it. That's how the operations phase goes. If you pick an end operations card, the first one does nothing. The second one ends the turn. So you don't know exactly when the turn is going to end. If you pick a formation card, now you do a formation impulse, which is sort of a subset. Now you get into logistical details like taking off your ops complete markers, reassigning where your headquarters is, redeploying it, reloading missiles if you have a missile reloading marker, which we'll get into, disruption removal, offboard artillery strikes. This is where whatever your recon or your HQ can see at that time can be targeted for NATO has 2 offboard artillery strikes. Once all that's done for that particular formation, then we get into the actions of the individual units and the stacks. And that's basic things like move, fire, move and fire, onboard indirect fire if we had any mortars or anything like that, but we don't. And then assault is if you try to actually enter an enemy hex. Once that formation's done everything it wants to do, or everybody's done, then we just proceed to the next card. And then, like I said, once the operation phase ends with that second end ops card, we go to marker removal, which is a logistical phase. Basically, everybody takes off their ops complete and their out of command markers. If there are any out of command markers, don't remove your disruptions. That has its own step next time the formation activates. And then there's other things in the game that we may or may not get into. If a fire starts, well, we're in trouble anyway. If a fire starts, and then the last phase of any turn is victory determination. But in this case, we only need to evaluate that after the last turn of the game. So basically, it runs operations phase. Pick your cards. When that ends, do your marker removal. Do your victory determination. Next turn. It's pretty quick. Mark's being very careful. We're going to have to set up a crossfire here.
Well, Mark, he was having some voice comms problems. It was being echoey, and come to find out, he had 2 StreamYards running. So he dropped out of both of them and hasn't jumped back in. So I don't think he can hear us right now, and we can't hear him because he's not in the StreamYard with us. So
okay,
I'm talking on Facebook.
Okay,
great. Back in.
Okay, cool. So in the meantime, for those who haven't played much, I'm going to zoom in a little, although Devin may not. For example, to the Leo ones, the red West German formation here.
Yeah.
The easy way to read the counters is did that zoom? That zoomed. Okay. The upper left grouping is your armor piercing grouping, and the upper right grouping
I can
is
hear
your high
you.
explosive. The upper right
Okay,
grouping
good.
is your high explosive grouping. Lower left is your armor and your save value for when you are shot at. Middle value is your movement point allowance, and the lower right value is your assault parameters. The way you read the armor piercing group, which is the most important one for a lot of people, it's a 3 number group. The first number is your printed range, which is 11 for the leopard ones. So it's 11 hexes. You can fire out to twice that to 22. Half that rounded down, which is 5, is point blank range. At long range, which is beyond the printed range, you take a penalty.
Ooh, I'm still getting echo.
At point blank range, you get a bonus. And then the middle number, the big number, is the number of dice you roll. So that'd be 4 dice. And then the last number is the number you want to roll or higher in order to get a hit. So it'd be 4 dice to make 5s or 6s is the main gun, the NATO 105 on the tanks of that Leopard 1 platoon. Same thing for HE on the right. Lower left for armor is when you're shot at, you can mitigate a number of hits. In this case, that 3 is your armor value and the 6 is the number you'd roll again. So 3 dice to make 6s. If whatever number of 6s you roll, that's the number of hits that you mitigate, that you can ignore when you're shot at. So that's the way armor works. And assault, well, if you get that close, we'll see. But it's the same thing. It's a number of dice and the number you needed to hit or higher. Assault tends to be very deadly because there are no saves. But we'll see if we get that close. The infantry may just do that. One other thing about your formation here is you have 3 tank platoons and you have your headquarters. Your headquarters has to travel with a unit. One of the first things that happens when the formation card is drawn is that you check for command, which means you check to see if your units are within command radius of your HQ. Actually, you place your HQ first. It's called deploying. You deploy the HQ to a platoon, and then that's where it's located when you check command. And on the formation card is a command radius. If everybody's within the radius, you're good. Anybody outside the radius, you roll to see if they're still in command, which is one of the things I really like because you can send units out of command and still have them function. Your Luke's armored car is there. The one thing that distinguishes them, aside from they're a little bit faster and they're obviously a little lighter weight armor, is they have a red triangle, which is a recon symbol. That means they're always in command. But it also means that any enemy unit within 5 hexes of them does not get a concealment bonus when they're defending. We'll go into more detail, but basically concealment is for a unit that's basically in cover that is not ops complete. It means they're sort of gotten there first and they're hiding, so they get an extra die when they're shot at. And just to reiterate what we did yesterday, there is no spotting like Lock and Load Tactical. And believe me, we talked about it. What else can I do here? How you doing down there, Mark? Can he hear us?
Trying to get that together.
And so we as NATO, this is Chris, we're trying to just clear out the city, right?
Yeah, you're trying to take all the hexes of the city, including the one south of the river. It sort of becomes more a question of how can you reduce the Soviets enough that you can move in there and start to contest it. Soviets have more infantry, although it's separated right now. So the Leopards are kind of essential in trying to, leverage that third of the Soviet force to keep it away from the town. But they have most of the tank guns. So
is there a way on Tabletop Simulator to like blink the units out of view so you can look at the terrain underneath it?
No, there's not.
But it's easy to lift counters out of the way.
Yeah, because
the stacks are the stacks are so small. Even when you have disruption markers, and stuff, it's like
good.
3 quick and you're out, and you see it.
Or if you explode the stack, that'll remove them off of the hex.
That's true. That's true. Yeah.
So
when I explode a stack, somebody else's stack, does everybody see it?
Yes, everybody sees any stacks that are exploded, no matter who explodes them.
All right.
Which is why several times you'll see number 1, number 2, number 3, number 4 out there, because that just indicates that there are multiple people that have got exploded stacks up.
Splody stacks.
Is there a way for me and my colleague to chat with each other, like behind the scenes, without anybody seeing what we're saying to each other? In case
I think in Tabletop Simulator inside, I just don't know how to do it.
So here's how you do it. Up here in the upper right-hand corner, do you see your names?
Yeah, I do.
If you click on your name, you can pick change team. And so if you and your partner are on the same team, you can type chat down in the bottom left.
Now, I do. I'm a terrible typist, and I think it might benefit everybody if they hear our thought processes.
I wanted to send some secret information.
Yeah, it's not too many secrets when we're staring down the barrel of these NATO 105s, but because it should just pop up. I see how it works. It was just more of a general question. Yeah. But no, I just in my experience with these things, everybody who's watching wants to know what we're thinking. And it's kind of like, Jim Thorpe back in the day in early football used to say, boys, we're going to go around to the left. And he'd go around to the left and they'd gain 20 yards, even though he told it. We're going to run the center this time. Okay. And then that's what I kind of like about this.
All right. So I think we're ready for us to step into the game, and we'll work on things as they crop up like that. So I've shuffled the formation deck about a dozen times, probably more than that. So let's go ahead and flip the first formation card and see who gets it.
Does Mark not have to place his headquarter on a unit? Or
he does not have to start with. He can keep it on the side of the map. He can put it in the deployment box. He does not have to. It's not deployed yet. As long as it's not in the suppressed box.
Thanks.
But he can keep it off to the side if that's more convenient.
And the thing is, since the headquarters can move every turn, on the first turn, you necessarily don't have to have it placed, because after setup, if you want to move it anyways, you have that.
The first thing you're going to do is put it down, and then it moves with the unit you put down in addition to that. So it's got a lot of flexibility.
First
speaking of the infantry,
is the Panzer Grenadiers. That's on you, Mark.
Mark, lead the way.
So that's 7 morale. Right,
Yes.
I'm reading that
And then
correctly.
the green 5 is his command radius. If his HQ were reduced, his
It'd be
command
4.
radius would be 4. And for the Soviets, just so you know, it's a 6
All right.
morale,
So
4 radius, 3 when it's reduced.
So yeah, all my guys are in command.
Yeah.
Okay.
You're good.
So
Now he's
1,
1, 2. He's moving along the road, so that mitigates any movement costs. Then he's on clear. That's 3.
and
He's got that was Mark. Let me ask this: you're not inside the martyr, right? You're out. You're marching with it. Are you loaded in the martyr?
no, those are just 2.
They're just 2
regular
walking,
infantry.
right?
Yeah.
So they had 3 movement
unmounted.
points. Yeah, they had 3
Okay.
movement points, and they went 3. Infantry moves slowly, but they have
Next
less
up is
terrain
going to be the
effect.
martyr.
Yeah, the martyrs, the vehicles have a little. It's a little more movement points to go through.
And there is opportunity fire, so you're going to want to keep an eye on potential shots that you may have when an opponent is moving.
Is there a line of sight tool on this tabletop simulator?
There is,
I'll move
and
it too.
Uwe told me what it was. I think it's
There it is.
pressing F4. No, maybe that's not it.
Hold down the tab key and just
Hold down the tab.
and move your mouse. You don't have to
Yeah,
hold down
there it goes. All right, brilliant.
All right, now
Okay, so yeah, tab key, center to center.
Cool.
The other thing that's handy, so that you don't have to zoom clear on into the counters to see what they say. If you hover your mouse button over a counter and hold down the Alt key, it will make it a
Alt
lot
key.
larger for you.
Alt key is my favorite key in this game.
And it does work with the exploder tool. So if you explode out a stack and hover
can
the
then
mouse
see it,
over,
right?
it will make that, so you don't have to dig through the stack to be able to see something.
When I alt key and blow a unit up, does everybody see me looking at my Lux bigger, or is that
Nope.
no, they don't
nope,
see the
that's-
bigger. They just
that's-
see the exploded tray.
so I can't use that to like obscure your units from you?
No, you can't.
We pretty much know who you want to shoot at.
All right, so Mark, you want to go ahead and continue moving?
And let's see. Sure do. 1, 2, 3, 4, and I'll go right here, 5.
Okay, so just so you know the way hills work,
Yeah, let's
the
see.
white outline, anything the white outline is in or surrounds is a hill hex. It's sort of like a plateau. It is level 2. The tops of the trees and the tops of the buildings and the cities are level 1, and then clear terrain is level 0. Cultivated, which is the fields you see around some of the cities, is what's called obscuring terrain. So it doesn't have any effect if you're looking up to another level, but at the same level, 2 obscuring terrain hexes will block line of sight, 1 will not.
And we
On
have
the
10
same level.
turns, did you say?
Oh
10
yeah,
turns
plenty
there?
of time.
And
Plenty of
I'll
time.
start off. Yeah, and I'm going to load these guys and I'm going to move them. So
Whoa.
one,
Go
two,
back.
and 3. I don't know if y'all want to take a shot or not, or
Go back.
moonwalking.
Yeah,
Moonwalking.
yeah. Go one more. Follow the road. There you go, right there.
So 1.
All right, we're gonna have our T-55. Okay. I don't know how to get my regular cursor back, but this.
Hit the escape key or the F1, one of the two.
Escape gets to resume green.
F1.
F1, yeah.
F1 is set up on my Mac for something else. F2 is
The
the
upper
drawing. There we
left.
go. F3. I got
Okay.
it. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my T-55 here, which should have 3 dice to make 6 out to 11, and the range, however, is 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 13. So I can fire up to 22, and normally what happens is the 2 hit number, the last number, would increase by 1, but 6 is the maximum. So for T-55s, it's such a terrible gun anyway. It's got 3 dice to make 6. It still has 3 dice to make 6. It's not a huge difference. But I'm going to take the shot anyway, because yesterday I killed something with it.
So you mean since it's a 6, it doesn't then reduce the number of dice it's shooting?
No, it does not.
stays
That
the
was
same?
basically the old game, and we talked about it and went, you're already rolling 6s. It doesn't really like, why would you want to roll 2?
Right.
And now I can't pick up my dice. Oh man, come on. I'll just roll them. I'll take the 3 near me. 3 and a 1 and a 5. I missed. All right.
So when
So then,
when you roll the dice, you have to roll all the dice that are in the tray.
Well,
no,
no, it's just-
I've got a problem with my cursors doing something weird when I hit the tab, and now it looks like a regular cursor, but it's not allowing me to pick things
Keith,
up individually.
in the upper left hand corner,
Yeah.
or on the left hand
Oh!
side, at the very top, there should be a button called
Got it.
Grab.
That's the one.
That should
Got it.
put it back into your normal.
Thank you. I'm back to
You're
normal,
welcome.
which is good because I need to grab an ops complete marker. Now, we were doing this before. You normally put it on top. I like to put the ops complete marker next to it, and that way I save ops complete markers. So anything next to an ops complete marker is ops complete for me. I also like to see the counters. So.
But then you got to keep track of which unit. Right.
Oh, that's true. Oh, no, I forgot it. See, I'm glad you did that because I forgot I had 2 units in there because they're so neatly stacked, Devin.
Hey, I love the stack exploder.
Yeah, there we go. All right. So that's the way we'll do it that way. All right. That was one shot. And then you move one more hex, right?
I'll keep on trucking.
And then stop there. And I'm going to take a second
Yeah,
shot.
so you're going to go for another
From
one?
from the other dude 5. 2, 4, 6,
Uh-huh.
10, 12, 14, 15. Now I should be able to grab 3 dice. I'll grab 2 dice here.
Let's see how far I push my luck.
Gotcha. Oh, man. Free and clear.
Yeah.
Well, that was so much for crossfire. Yeah, those martyr guys are sweating it out. All right. So
is that everything, Mark?
Yep, that's all. That's all I got.
Okay.
Next card.
I don't know why it won't let me draw just one.
It doesn't like you.
Hover
It doesn't
your
like
mouse.
me.
Hover your mouse over it and just hit the 1 key and see.
Yeah, for the draw.
Oh,
All
you're
right.
kidding me already?
Yep, close air strike.
All right. So when you
Here we go.
if you haven't played, when you pull a close air support card, the first thing you do is roll to see if it's intercepted off map. Which, generally speaking,
Yeah.
the smaller die rolls, the 1d6 rolls, 6 is bad, 1 is good. So in this case, it's specifically a 6. If we roll 1d6, and if it's a 6, they've been shot down before they get to the battlefield. And ironically, for a 16.7% chance, it happens an awful lot.
Yes, it does.
So somebody want to roll 1d6?
Well, one of you ought to roll it if you're shooting at our plane.
I'll do it.
All right. Yeah, why don't you do it?
2.
Okay, he's good to go. All right, so now it comes in. So now what happens is it comes in. It's technically a flying target. We immediately get into line of sight. It's 2 levels above anything it's on top of. So if it's attacking something in woods, top of woods is level 1. It's at level 3 for line of sight. There is a Zoo 23-4 somewhere. There's an SA-7 somewhere. The only place that they're not going to be able to shoot is if the line of sight goes through a hex that they're immediately behind either a city or a woods, and that's kind of, I think that's where they are.
They're
Yeah.
both right here.
Yeah. That SA-7 needs to be on an infantry unit. It's not an independent unit. It's a support weapon.
Gotcha.
And as a support weapon, you should probably keep it in the deployed box until you're ready to deploy it.
Which might be now.
Which might be now. Exactly.
Right. So what happens with the support weapon is it is deployed to the appropriate type, in this case, in any infantry unit that needs it. Once it's deployed, it stays there for the rest of the game or until the infantry unit is destroyed, in which case it's destroyed as well. So the close air support unit gets placed on its target, and then it gets shot at by anti-aircraft. And if it survives, it performs an attack. It attacks each unit in the hex separately, if there's 2.
Just like an artillery strike.
Just like an artillery strike. Okay.
So did I understand that he decides which hex he's going to attack, and then I deploy my SA?
That is correct.
Okay.
So the West Germans need to decide where they want to place the airstrike.
And generally, and Mark knows this, you kind of have to be careful that the obvious juicy targets tend to also be covered by the most anti-aircraft. Non-anti-aircraft units, which are anything other than the units that have a blue firepower rating, which the Zoo and the SA-7 do. They can fire. They're just extremely restricted. On the other hand, they can still reinforce. You basically can fire a unit, and then you can add an extra die for up to 2 additional units that can at least get to the target and shoot at the target validly. You just get a +1 modifier, and all 3 of them would be considered ops complete once they fire.
But any aircraft unit that is in range of the target is going to be able to shoot, right?
Yeah. As
you've
long as it
got
has line of sight. That's
Yeah.
the thing. That's why it's important to know what height they're at. So, like, for
I thought the
example,
line of sight was I thought that the aircraft was 2 levels higher than.
it's 2. Yeah. So, but right now it's on top of something that's at level 0. So it's at level 2. The city that is in between the zoo and the aircraft right now is at level 1. So when we do line of sight, the attacker, that would be you, have to be the higher unit has a blind spot that's equivalent to its distance to the obstructing hex. In this case, it is U7, which is where your northernmost infantry is. That's an I can see the line of sight, from what I'm looking at. So the idea is that there's a 5 hex blind spot, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 there's a 5 hex distance between the close air support and the infantry, and 5 hexes beyond that is a blind spot. So you have to be 6 hexes beyond it to see over that city. However, the infantry itself is staring right at it and can deploy the SA-7 and take a shot.
Right, but we could attack the headquarters unit and take a shot from the from the
zoo. Yeah, probably the zoo. I would think the zoo or the SA-7. But the idea, if you drop that close air support right on top of that headquarters, the headquarters basically is assigned to the zoo right now.
Right.
So it's deployed to the zoo. So yeah, you could put it right on top. The zoo would fire at you because you're right on top of it.
And that would keep the SA-7 from being brought into this combat.
Well, you could still do it, but it wouldn't be any additional help because you only get 1 shot. So the zoo already has a decent shot, and it's at point blank range, so it's even better. And then it adds 2 dice from just the machine guns of either the infantry or the tanks sitting right there. So that's what I'm saying. The juicy targets tend to be well protected because everybody's around them. Now, that's as much as you need for now.
Right. So what are your thoughts on what we should attack here, Mark? Mark, you there?
I'm thinking, let's see. If we send it after the city, some of the city targets, which is the problem is some pretty stiff air defenses there with that zoo, and also they're going to throw the SA-7 there. So I'm thinking just cut. I'm a poet, I know, and just hit the targets that fired. They lose the concealment bonus, and plus, if you look at the Alpha Fighter, I mean, the Alpha Fighter, it's not bad. I mean, it's not an A-10, so it could deal with the T-55 and infantry out there pretty decently. So.
Okay. I'm down with that.
All right, so you chose the target hex. Now that we set up the anti-aircraft shot,
all right, cool.
You're allowed to deploy a support weapon at any time there's an opportunity fire or direct fire, which would be now. You take the support weapon from the deployment box and you drop it on that infantry. You pick that up there.
Okay. Yep.
All right, and now it's going to fire instead of the infantry. Just so you know, so like I said, its bases was at 3 dice to make 5.
3 dice
and you see that it has a blue firepower, but also has a blue range. That means it's a missile, which means you're going to roll for missile ammo after the shot. If you only saw a blue firepower and not a blue range, like on the zoo, that's a gun. You don't have to worry about ammo supply for that as far as this game goes.
Okay.
All right. So their base shot is 3 to make 5, but anything else that's within range can add 1 up to 2 additional units. So that T-62 that's right next to you, it can only go out to its printed range, which is 11, but it's 6 for HE, which is well within range. But instead of having and basically it adds 1 to the number of dice that the SA-7 fires. So now it's 4 dice to make 5. If you had a second T-62, how many T-62s are in there?
I have 2. Well, just 1 there. It's
just 1 there,
right?
Okay.
Down here on the south side.
Okay. Oh, it does not exploding, only 1 counter. That's why. All right. So the infantry, their printed range is only 2, so they themselves can't participate. And nobody else that I know of has line of sight except for the guys in the hex itself. But they're ops complete. But the guy next to it in T2, either my infantry or my T-55 can add the second die to make it 5 dice. So I'm going to let my T55 add into the combat as well. So 5 dice to make 5.
And my BP1 doesn't add anything, right? It's in that hex with the SA7.
It does not. Its HE does not have the range because it's 3, and its anti-tank guided missile may not fire at airborne targets.
Gotcha.
I'm just shuffling stuff around here myself to get my ops complete marker on. And after your shot, you can mark your guy's ops complete. So you have 5 dice to make 5s, and then he'll roll his armor and save.
And how's this dice roller work?
There should be a red button that shows up.
If you click it, if you move inside and just click inside the ring, it should roll the dice.
As long as you can find the red button that pops
move
up.
your cursor inside the ring, and it should, as soon as a red button shows up, just double click.
Yeah, I'm not seeing it.
Or you can just grab all the dice and what is the button? I think it's R.
Yep.
There you go.
Oh wow!
Whoa, 3 hits. Okay. The armor save value is 2 to make 6 on the Alpha Jet. Like I said, it's not an A10. All right, miss. All right, 3 hits is enough to wipe that out.
No. Oh, ouch.
So it is shot down. Its card is removed from the deck. It's done for the day.
Ow.
Now, if it had made it through and made its attack, it still would check to see if it depleted its ordnance. But if it hadn't, the card goes back in the deck and it comes back around. But that is not the case this time. And no, there's no wreck marker for an object.
There were too many people firing their AKs in the air.
Yeah, exactly.
I need to move a marker onto my infantry. Is that right?
Yes, that is correct. Just drop it right on top there, and then
there you go.
Also onto the T62 that helped. And that's basically how anti-aircraft fire works. So,
you drew their fire. That was.
Yeah, I'd say that's kind of important, especially when the Leo ones.
The Leos haven't moved yet.
Haven't moved yet.
You drew their fire. That was the.
Right. All right. Next card.
All right. So next card. Oh, jeez.
Panzer
Grenadiers again.
Mark's getting them. Mark, he got through the crossfire. And
I'd like to welcome everybody to the Mark Show.
Make it count, bud. This is your chance.
Alrighty. I will keep you.
He's like walking his troops
across. I know, right?
You and me, bud.
Let's see. I'll go. So I'll do that. And I'll move these dudes 1 and 2. I don't know if that attracts any fire or not.
I don't think I have anything in range. Okay, the only thing that can shoot at you is not the T-62s because the line of sight is blocked. No, not the ops complete ones. There's the T-62s that are in the south end of the town can shoot right along the hex spine. In terms of that's where the line of sight goes, but because they're going down the hex spine and there's a blocked hex next to it, that's 1, and then there's a blocked hex next to it from the hill, that's 2. The line of sight is blocked. It's also a special case that we did actually end up putting in the clarifications because the hill is obviously it goes up to level 2. If 2 units are at different levels and you get this situation, the higher unit's considered to be at the same level in terms of determining line of sight. So it falls under the case that says if there's a 1 hex spine with a blocking hex and a 2nd hex spine with a blocking hex, it is blocked. So that's why I say the line of sight there is blocked. Otherwise, he might be able to land some HE.
The BMP has line of sight. It's going to be at long range, but the BMP in this hex has line of sight.
Okay, let's.
I don't have to shoot though, correct?
You do not. You do not.
I'm going to hold fire.
Okay.
Okay. Cautious man is a living man.
All right, my guy will hang out right there.
Okay.
And
a mortar. My kingdom for a mortar.
I was thinking some rockets.
Yeah.
some murder.
Yeah, MLRS would really make it.
And am I reading the counter? His infantry counter, right? His range is 2, correct?
That's correct.
So he's not. So I'm not within range of him, anyways.
Well, you always have long range.
Yeah. Long range, but not printed range. Yeah.
Okay, gotcha.
Not effective range. Yeah, it runs point blank, effective long are the ranges.
So normal range is 2. You can shoot out to double that for long range. So infantry can reach something 4 hexes away.
And sometimes they do.
All right. And I'm going to go ahead and throw that guy in there. And let's see. And I can't tell if, oh God, what was that? Uh-oh. Hurricane hit us.
That was some lag. I don't know.
That was
No, what I
upstairs.
want to know is there a line of sight from,
There we go.
okay,
We'll call it
T7 to, let's see, is there
T7 to where?
a sight maybe here? There is right there, but that guy's
Yeah.
kind of, he had his fun.
Yeah, P11 there is a line of sight too.
And there's nobody else, so.
Not right now, no. Not till you come off the hill.
But not to the P11. No.
From P
All right.
from
I'll tell you
T8.
what, I think those dudes will hang out there, and from T7 to P11. I was wondering if there's line of sight. Looks like
Yes,
there is.
the way when you pulled it, there is. Yes, it just skimmed past the.
Okay.
The woods.
Well, these guys just one of these dudes will go here. One of these dudes will go here and go like so. And then my partner's in the back at K12 will go 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's see. Oops, I didn't mean to grab you. Sticky, and we'll go right here. That'll do it.
Which hex you're in there? You're on the hex spine. Which hex you in? Are you in N10 or are you in N9?
Oh, I'm sorry. Let me scooch it back.
There we go. Okay.
N10.
Just checking. Okay, cool. You all done?
And we're DOing done.
Okay. Next formation.
All right. The Leos.
Okay. Time for some shooting.
Panthers.
Panzas.
Yes, indeed.
Leopards.
Here they come.
Now, just so you know, you may not move across the river. You must use a bridge. And that clear terrain costs 1 movement point, and the woods without a road cost 2 movement point. Roads are always 1 if you're following the road. Luke's guy's just like got his head popped out of the turret. He's got his binoculars there. He's watching all the shooting going on. He's going, Claire, they're not shooting at me.
I think Chris is asking, was Chris just asking if we could hear him in the chat?
Can we not hear him again? No, there's nothing private chat that's come up anytime recent.
It's in the global or in the game. Excuse me, in the game chat.
Okay.
Within the tabletop simulator.
Yeah,
No.
we're not hearing him speak.
Right.
Right. So I'm not sure when we enter a message here, but here it is. Chat. Can't hear you. Sorry.
Okay, you back, Chris?
Can you hear me now?
Yes. Now we can hear you.
All right, I'm sorry. The way my phone is handling this thing is kind of a pain. But okay, so the recon vehicle is always in command range, or it's got twice?
It is always in command range. The old game it was twice. Actually, the
Okay,
second version of the old game rule was twice.
All right, here we go. I don't think you're gonna shoot at me, but if you do, just yell stop.
Yeah, we'll bring it back.
Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
I think I'm going to let him live. Maybe I shouldn't. Nah, I'll fire.
You're gonna fire?
I'm going to fire. I'll drop the saggers. 2, 4, 6, 8, 9.
Suitcase missile.
Suitcase saggers. I haven't heard that in a while. All right, it's base 3 to make 4. Yeah, that's an easy line of sight. So we've got 3 dice to make 4. Let me get him out of here. Now that I can actually do this, then all I have to do is hit the button. Oh, all 3. Come on.
Is that the roll there? 665?
No. Not rolled yet. There we go. Flying in the air. 2 hits. Okay. Now the Luke's is a light armor. You can tell by the
It only gets one.
the gold circle with a 6 in it. It gets 1 die to roll a 6.
Right. All right.
Yeah. Light armor has the worst of both worlds because both armor piercing and high explosive can affect it.
So if I just select this one in the cup, can I roll
Yeah.
it?
Yeah, you should be able to.
There it
There
goes.
Save. Okay, only 1 hit. So he's disrupted. 1 hit disrupts. 2 hits
Yep,
disrupts
nice.
and reduce. 3 hits kills. If you're already disrupted, you just go immediately to the reduction sequence, which means if you're already reduced and disrupted, it only takes 1 hit to kill you. If you're not reduced, 2 hits will kill you. That is correct.
All right. There we go. He's reduced.
Okay, now I'm immediately going to roll 2 dice for an ammo check. Yeah, I can see. Yeah, it's something weird going on with the trays. There we go. 4. I needed to roll my morale training value of 6 or less, which I did. So I'm fine, but I'm just ops complete. If I had missed, I would get an ammo reloading marker and have to check the next time we're activated.
Now, I can move half of the movement and take a moving fire shot with the leopards. Yeah.
You can move half with no penalty, and you can move beyond that up to full for -1 die because you're NATO.
Right.
And you have enhanced move and fire, which is the orange firepower numbers. I can see it now. They're going to come charging down.
Well, I can see a lot of. I'm going
We
to
want
move them not as a stack.
Winged
There's
hussars.
1, 2.
I don't think anybody who is not ops complete can see you.
No, I'm trying to decide whether I want to take a shot.
Oh, I see.
Well,
Yeah, you have a line of sight there to the T62 in T7. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
yeah,
Heck yeah.
I do have one there, but
Yeah, but there's no. I don't think there's any armor in there.
no, there's not. Yeah.
Oh, there's a BMP in there.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's
there
true.
isn't? Okay.
Yeah, I was about to say. I thought
There is a BMP
was
in there.
armor.
Yeah, it's light armor. I don't think of it as heavy armor because it's not.
All
But
right,
yeah,
so
you
now
can shoot the BMP.
I can't.
I don't know if Jeff Schulte's on the stream today, but he would shoot the BMP.
Well, I kind of the BMP's got BMP. BMP is a little more deadly to armor, isn't it?
Well, it is in terms of it has a missile, depending on
Right.
where the
Yeah.
armor is. It's much more difficult to use missiles against armor that's sitting in woods or sitting in cities because the wires on the wall that guide them don't like limbs and branches and curves and turns and houses.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, or I could shoot down here.
Mm-hmm.
Gets
Gets thrown off by the automatic doors and suits.
All right.
You know?
So stack back up. Yeah, I'm gonna take a shot at the BMP.
Okay.
That's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8,
Party.
10, 11. So that's just a regular shot.
Yep.
And so I'm rolling 4 dice to hit 5.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Wow, that should have left that one there. 1 hit. All right. He's light armor, so.
But he's in the city also, right? So doesn't
Yes.
get
So the BMP, I believe, has a 5 in its gold circle.
Yeah.
So it's a 5 or 6 to save, and then it gets 1 for itself, and then it gets 1 for the city as a defensive bonus. It does not get concealment because there's an ops complete marker in Hex.
Okay, so I get 2 dice.
You get 2 dice.
Okay, so ops
You make
complete
5 or
markers
6.
works. That unconceals everybody.
Oh wait, was it only for the infantry? Was the ops complete only for the? Oh yeah, I guess it was only for the. So it does get. So you get 3 dice. You get 1
Okay.
for concealment as well.
What do I need to roll?
You need to roll 5 or 6s to get a save.
Okay, so I rolled 1 5 on the first 2 dice I rolled.
Okay. Then
Yeah,
I
just
didn't
go
know
ahead.
That's one.
Just
trade.
go ahead and roll just go ahead and roll
Yeah,
another die.
that's fine.
Just for completeness.
Yep.
Since you only got 1 hit. But there we go. All
4.
right. Yeah. So, but 1 hit, 1 save. You're good to go.
All right.
But you're scared now.
We brought extra underwear.
Yeah. They don't tell you that's why.
And turns, huh? And our command range is 5.
That's correct. You can check your card there in the
Yep.
discard
All right,
column.
so I might sneak this guy around. 1, 2, and I think it's 3, 4 to go into the woods. Is that right?
Correct. That is
Correct.
correct. And
Yep.
you have 5 movement points, so you can either pop out onto the clear
And
hex
do we-
behind that. Half X's count. You can play on
Half
that.
X's do count.
Yeah, they're playable.
So that ops complete marker, is that in the woods or is that in?
Let me correct this for you, and I'll show you exactly where it is. It is in the woods.
All right, I don't think I'm too afraid of that. All right, there we go. So there's
All
one.
right. Yeah. Now you can shoot.
Yeah.
You have a line of sight to that, and
Right.
you would, because you've moved your full movement with NATO and orange firepower of enhanced movement fire, you would lose just 1 die, and so you're 3 dice to make 5 instead of 4. However, your range is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, if you'd been at point blank range, you would have had a better
Right.
2-hit.
So just 3 dice.
It's just
3
3
dice
dice
what
to
I'm
make
thinking.
5. Yeah, 3 to make 5. Oh, nice grouping.
Ooh, nice.
2 hits. What am I talking about? All right, so I'm not concealed, obviously. I am in woods, so I get 1 extra die, which gives me, should give me 3 dice total to make 6, because these are T55s. So I got to do really well here. Come on, where's my button? Button, show me the button. There we go. 3 saves. Whoa.
Ooh. Ooh.
Couple of trees down, but
Hold
we're
on, hold
okay.
Yes, 3 saves.
Hold on, dude. It's 2 to make 6.
Oh, I'm sorry,
it's
6.
2
Oh,
to
no, 1
make
save. All right, 1 save. So he's
All right.
distracted.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, and here we go.
That added a counter. That's really cool.
I'm gonna move the whole stack.
Loving that exploding stack thing.
It is pretty cool.
That is a wonderful feature.
This thing's a little twitchy on the grabbing. Okay, that was 1, 2, 3, which means that this shot is gonna. I've moved more than half, so this is gonna be the.
No, 3 is. Oh, yeah, more than half. That's right. You got your Leo 1. You got a 5. Yeah. Yeah. Mhm.
And
So just minus 1 die.
so I lose 1 die, but then I've got the headquarters unit in there. So does the headquarters add dice, or does it add?
It adds dice. The command bonus of 2 adds dice. Now, in this particular situation, which you can add it to your dice, or you could add it to a morale training value if you were checking something. Those are the 2 ways it gets used.
So I'm getting 5 dice here.
You're getting 5 dice. Yes,
I'm
HQs
gonna
are very
use
handy for that.
That same BNP.
Yeah. Oh, Lieutenant, did you go on the
Oh.
gunnery range? Was I supposed to?
What's the gunnery range?
I'm sorry. You're right. This thing has a gun?
All right, I'm all done.
All right, next card.
Alrighty, next card.
I'll bet you'll be him again.
No, it's
There we go.
City
Okay.
Defenders.
All right. So, Mike, first thing you do
Yellow,
is you take
yellow.
off. Yeah. Take off your ops complete markers
All right.
and see if there's any tucked away, like the, and I guess there's not. That's the
No,
only one.
no,
Okay.
it's just the only 2 that I.
Okay.
not
So then the
anything
next thing you do is you can redeploy your HQ if you want, and you see why you might do that because it has that command bonus that can help in a shot. Does make it a little more vulnerable, but it can't be shot directly. If the unit it's with is hit, then it can take a result.
So what's the radius of that bonus?
The bonus is the hex is the unit it's assigned. It's units it's deployed to. So whoever it's stacked with,
Okay.
whether that be the top or the bottom unit if it's a stack.
So I think for right now I'm just going to leave him.
In command.
Yeah, right where he's at.
Okay, and then we check and you can see on the card the command radius when he's fresh is 4. Everybody's in command. There's nobody who needs to be reloaded. There's nobody who needs to be undisrupted. We don't have any off-board artillery, contrary to popular belief of the Russians defending, because it's all up front helping the attackers. And so we're into actions, which include, like I said, direct fire, move and fire.
All right. So is there a reason why I can't not move these guys up to here?
There is no reason at all. You can absolutely move them
because they're still within command range.
Yes. Well, you don't have to stay within command range when you're moving. It's just if you're not, when it gets checked next time, you would make a morale training roll, and if you fail that, you're out of command. But if you don't fail it, you're still in command.
But I want to try and stay within command range as much as I can.
Right. So, but yeah, you're good to go. So you can just mark him with an ops complete, and he's done. He's done moving. And
I think I got some tanks up here I can shoot at. Do I not?
Drop that on there.
So with my T62, I can take a shot up here at these lads.
Yes, you can.
All right. Then we shall do that. Shoot at me, I'm going to shoot back.
All right.
Is he picking a target, or does this affect the whole hex?
He has to pick a target. So you either pick the unit with the HQ or you pick the unit without the HQ.
We'll take the one with the HQ.
All right. He sees those whip antennas.
That's right.
3 dice to make 5 or 6s. 2 hits. Nice grouping. Okay.
Ooh.
The Leo has 3 dice to make 6 plus 1 for the woods is 4 dice to make 6. It is not concealed. So 4 dice to make 6 for saves.
And the headquarter doesn't affect this.
It does not affect this, no.
4 dice to make 6.
Till we have the game with the personal force shields. No, that doesn't happen. Oh, wow. 2 hits. Okay. So here's the deal. First hit disrupts. Second hit reduces. If a unit is reduced that has an HQ deployed to it, the HQ needs to roll to see if it is reduced. And again, it's a die 6. Higher is worse. And wish I had my every die roll in the series, but I believe it's a 1 to 3 and you're okay.
Yeah, I rolled a 2.
You roll 2? You're okay. Yeah. All right. Otherwise, you'd be reduced, which would mean you flip to the backside. One thing about HQs, when they're in this process, if they're already on the backside and they lose, they go to the suppressed box, which means they're off the map,
right?
And don't come back until they cycle back through the end of the turn at the marker removal phase. I realize I'm preaching to the choir, but as long as somebody says they've only played the game once or haven't played it much, I just keep going on.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I very much appreciate the rules references. Yeah.
Sure.
All right. So that dude's got to get marked ops complete.
Yep.
Correct.
Mm-hmm.
With the tabletop simulator, do you have the equivalent of vassal setup files where you can do the setup for a scenario and save it and open it, or do you always have to create from scratch when you start a game?
No, you can save it.
You can save it. There is a way. Actually, at the top of the menu, at the top of the bar, when you get to where you want it, you hit the Games tab, and then there's a Save and Load button. It's a big red button down at the bottom under Classic DLC and Workshop. You hit Save and Load, and then that gives you the option to be able to save the file.
Nice. If one of us flips the table right now, is that going to mess the game up for everybody?
Nope, because there's a rewind time button that I can click to bring everything back. So
we can undo the tac nuke.
I apologize. This is still my turn. I guess I was.
No worries.
I think I'm done. I don't know that I have anybody else to shoot at, and I don't know that I need to move anybody else around. Right.
All right, that's all right. He's coming at you. So,
wait a minute. Can my BMP's got a shot?
It has a shot.
Yeah, it's got a missile on it. It's got that Sager on it.
I mean, it won't be ideal, but it's certainly worth a shot. I mean, what else are you going to use the Sagers for?
Well, shooting into the woods may not be the best idea. You may want to save that for an op fire shot because Sagers do not operate well when you're shooting into woods.
They do not.
Yep, I'll wait. Okay. I
Now-
think I'm done for the moment.
Well, one thing I can point out, you do have a T-62 right here that's got line of sight on this infantry on the hill.
You could put some HE on him.
Yep.
Or I could hold on to my shot for
His potential. Yeah, that's the one
if
thing.
If a marauder comes into line of sight, then if I shut out the infantry now, then
You won't have the opportunity. But you have to remember that light blue formations, mark formations, has 2 cards. He's already done both of his cards this turn. At the end of the turn, all ops complete markers are removed anyways. So even at this point, that T-62, Mark's not going to activate those guys again this turn.
Okay,
And that was going to be
that's going to be my next question.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
Okay, yeah. I might as well go ahead and take the shot then.
So it'll be 2 dice at 5. One hit.
Hit.
One hit. And I'll roll.
Yep.
And let's see what I do.
You're basically
Yeah.
get one for the hill.
1 for, yeah.
So you're going to get 1 to make
Yeah.
5 or 6.
That's
Soft
where
target
elevation comes into play,
Oh,
right?
okay.
Is when you're up.
I'll roll this step one.
Right, when you're up.
I'll
That's
roll
right.
this bad boy over here.
Okay. 6.
Oh, let's save.
Made the
All
save.
right, one save.
All right, 1 and 1.
All right. So is that everything for you?
Yes, sir.
All righty. Draw the next formation card. And it is the Leos again.
Oh, here they come.
Did I lose the card? Nope, it's right here.
All right.
All right. So the first thing you do is, if you want to move your HQ off of your disrupted guy, you can. But if you want to leave him with the disrupted guy, he will help with the undisruption roll. And your disruption, I don't know how it stacks. Your disruption should be on and HQ should be on your reduced guy. Because he's the one who got shot. I don't know. It's probably in the right order. It does, but we all know it. Yeah, we all know it, so it's not a major deal or anything. But
all right. So now I'm going to move the headquarters to the full strength unit.
okay. All right.
And
So
now I roll try to get undisrupted, right?
well, yeah, you just quick check your command range. Everybody's in command range because the Luke's always is for being recon, and the other one's within 3.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, now you would roll to undisrupt because you don't have any missiles or anything.
Yep.
And
so
it's just a
2.
it's a morale training check. And
If I can nudge.
Yep.
Well, I was going to say, we also have in the beginning of the command phase, you can also drop the artillery if you want to send somebody a present. So
that's its own step. We're still working up to that.
Yep. So I rolled a 7, so that it's morale.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, 7 or less, and then you had 2 additional. Would be 9 or less because of the 8. Oh no, that's 7 or less. You move the HQ, right? Yeah, so the disruption comes off, and he's back in action.
All right.
At least what's left of him.
All
right. So now we can do off-board artillery if you want.
Isn't there supposed to be an ops complete marker somewhere in you set? Oh no, you had a.
Yeah, we picked a card.
Yeah. Okay.
So the idea is if you do want to drop off-board artillery, there's a fire for effect marker over the rest of the markers. It has all those yellow explosions on a green background. There you go. Just drop that where you want, if you want, and then we'll see if it scatters, and then wherever it scatters to, we'll resolve it. If you don't want to do that, that's fine. You only have 2 strikes, but you can do up to 2 for each activation. So if you had 4 strikes, let's say, this HQ could do 2, and then if the other HQ activated, that HQ could do 2, but then you wouldn't have any left. So in this case, you've got 2 though.
Yeah. So, are you thinking you want to do the artillery now, Mark? I would tend to wait until your infantry is ready to try its assault. Mark, you hear me?
I think Mark's got some lag.
Yeah. Okay. so you can't type question marks into the chat here.
Hmm.
All right. Well, I'm going to just.
Yeah, Mark said save
Okay.
it for the big assault into the city.
Yeah.
Okay, great. All right.
I think
So now we're
you
in
know,
actions.
yeah, we can wait on.
Yeah, no, I think we should save it.
I hear that. Yeah, let's lean on the barrage a little. So
Okay. So here I go.
yeah, I hear you. Can you hear me?
Yep.
Yep,
Oh,
I
wait,
can hear you
you know
now.
what? I have another. I have to roll.
I think I do.
I have to roll disruption. Try to undisrupt my recon.
Yes.
unit. I've already
Yes.
disrupted. So here we go with that.
You're good.
Monstrous lag. Or
Okay.
Yeah, Mark,
So-
you're getting a little lag.
Here we go. I'm moving.
yeah.
1,
That's
2,
2. Mhm.
3, 4. It's higher from the shot. 5.
You can stop there. Oh, we're ops complete. I like that.
Yeah, it was that airstrike you were shooting at.
That's right. Never mind. You can keep going.
Can y'all hear me?
Yep.
Yes.
All right. 6. There he goes.
Running along the river.
Do I have line of sight there?
No, it's blocked by the woods.
Okay.
It's actually slightly south of that, so it clips the
Yep.
corner.
No problem.
Okay.
One thing about the Saggers, Mike, is there's a black triangle on that support weapon.
Yep.
That means it's a minimum range of 3. Because that warhead doesn't arm for 500 yards.
Right. Right. So when we do line of sight, are we pretty much going from center to hex, center hex
Yeah.
to center hex?
Yep, has to be center to center.
Yep.
Yeah.
No problem.
Yeah.
So,
Okay.
so I'm going to.
Nobody can hear me.
Now we can hear you, Mark.
We can hear you.
Okay. 1, 2.
Okay, cool. Cool.
Did you tell me to stop?
No, I'm just looking.
I thought you told me to stop moving.
Nope, not
Okay.
a word.
All right. So
I just wanted to make sure that I had an ops complete on that infantry, which I did.
Yep. So I'm going to take a shot at the armor out there in the open.
Okay. Actually, it's in cultivated, but that doesn't affect vehicles. So
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this
The
is
ants
point
aren't that
blank.
tall.
Sorry. So this is a point blank shot, I believe,
that is correct.
which gives me 1 extra.
Nope. It gives you 1 less on your 2 hit. It makes you better.
Okay,
So instead
I'm
of 4 to
rolling
make
4, I'm
5,
trying to get
4 to make 4. Yeah.
All right.
Hey, real quick, gentlemen, if you go to a blank spot on the map and you hold down the Alt key, it will blow up the map for you. So without the counters, somebody was asking earlier about being able to see
Oh.
the terrain.
Oh, yeah,
underneath
yeah.
the counters.
Ah, there
right.
was
Yeah.
that. Yep.
Yeah, because it's
Nice.
considered to be a tile too. So
Nice. All right. That's helpful. All right. So I'm rolling 4 to make 4.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Kaboom.
okay.
Ooh.
All right. So let's see. What do I got here? I have 2. I have 2 to make 6. I don't get anything for the what's going on here? I think I'm just moving it across here. I'm trying to get this thing back.
Yeah,
in.
you got your other 2 units
You
pulled
yeah,
out
you
of the stack by
pulled
accident.
them out. So go ahead and explode that stack again.
All right. There we go.
There.
Here we go.
Oh yeah, there they go.
There we go. Drop that back in there.
And then repack. There you go.
I have 3 ops completes now. It keeps creeping away from me.
You're just trying to avoid watching your men
There we
die.
go. Yeah, whatever. Just drop it on there. We know what order it's in.
Yeah, we know
Okay.
we know they're all ops complete.
Right.
Dude.
2 to
It
make
won't, it won't
6.
matter in a minute. It won't be there.
That's exactly right. 2 saves.
Ooh.
Okay.
But
But what?
Sweet.
2 still get through.
Yeah.
Huh?
Two still got through. He got 4
Yeah,
hits
2
on
got
you.
through. No, absolutely, 2 got through. All right, so this guy's reduced and disrupted. And now, what you avoided there was if 1 hit or no hits were mitigated, then you would have scored 3 or 4 unanswered hits. If you score 3 unanswered hits in certain types of terrain, there's a possibility that it will either rubble, or in this case, it won't rubble because it's cultivated, but start a fire. In this case, it did not. So there's an awful lot of counters in there. Let me just do this the old-fashioned way and get it in the right order. Why do I have all these ops complete markers? All right, so you go there, and you go there, and you go there, and you go there.
So that the volley fire thing is only for Soviet formations, right?
Correct.
All right.
Yeah.
So my leopard with the headquarters on it is going to take another shot at the BMP.
That's your reduced platoon. That's your full strength platoon.
No, I deployed it to the full strength platoon.
Okay.
So I'm getting 6 dice to make 5, right?
Correct. And you're well within range, I believe.
Yeah.
I think I'm exactly 11. Yeah.
I see 1 hit.
Man.
Ooh, 4 ones. Woo-hoo.
All right. 1 hit, and you get 2 6.
No, he's got T60. Oh wait, you fired at the BMP?
I fired at the BMP.
Yeah, he's got 2 to make 6, or 2 to make 5.
Is he still concealed? He's the BMP
I'm
is
in
not
the
on.
city.
Yeah, as long as he doesn't have an ops complete, he is concealed. So
He gets
yeah,
to make
so he
6.
gets 3 dice to make 5. His armor's 5.
Wait, his armor's 5?
Yeah, BMP
I got
armor's
six.
5.
I rolled 6.
And he rolled a 6. But yeah, right. So he rolled 3. So if 1 save, and how many did you do? 1 hit. So that's all right. He's alive.
So no effect. Yeah.
No effect.
All right, so I'm going to use the reduced leopard to take the same
shot, and he's got 3 dice to make 5.
Yeah, 3 dice to make 5.
Dude, if you destroyed the ice cream stand here in town, I'm going to be really upset. The only reason we have this town is for the ice cream.
Oh, look at that!
All
He
right,
heard you.
so they're all done. Let me get the ops complete marker up top. There we go.
All right, next card.
You know what?
What?
Just at the
didn't-
one.
I didn't put any ops complete cards in this deck.
It's been a very full turn.
It's been a very full turn. So it looks like
Oh,
we
dang.
just got lucky. So
Best
could have
turn ever.
swore I pulled those out, but evidently I
Wow.
didn't.
Okay. Marker removal. We take off the ops complete markers.
Well, let's
Do-
go with your your formation got
Oh.
pulled.
Oh,
So
I thought. There we go. Okay. I'll
Oh,
take
wait, we're
that.
not taking
there's
them off- we're not taking-
one.
Not taking them off yet?
Not taking it
No,
off yet.
not yet. Let since I seriously messed that up. We'll go ahead and let Keith have his turn.
This collapsing thing is really driving me nuts. Trying to get back in. Is there a keyboard shortcut? There we go. Okay. Where did my HQ go?
I do apologize to everybody about that.
Your HQ's down here in the
Oh, it's still deployed. Yeah, I got to deploy him. So, all right.
undeployed.
So he's coming here. He's dropping on top of not the tanks, but the infantry. I'll put the tanks on the bottom. Gotta take this off anyway. Where's my infantry?
Underneath.
It's so neatly stacked. It is. But now I have to do this repack thing. Oh, it worked. Bear with me, guys. Sorry about that. Do it the old-fashioned way.
When you-
Stack it.
Mark, don't take your ops
When you
complete
alt
off
them.
yet, Mark.
Yeah, Mark, don't take your ops completes off yet. Not that I'm going to be shooting at you, but
Okay, my bad.
all right. So I've got my HQ down. I'm going to try and undisrupt the infantry I'm with. I will need an 8 or less.
Wait, hold on now. The infantry are not disrupted. The tank.
Oh, right. I'm sorry. No, you're right. That's right. It's just for the tank. That's a 6 or less. I rolled a 3. They're undisrupted. I just saw the undisrupted marker. All right. I feel like I have to like get to a particular spot to actually make it repack.
If you see the little red button pop up, that means you're usually good to go.
All right. So I don't have any offboard artillery. So I think we're just going to shoot. That's all infantry Mark has on the hill there, right?
Yeah, all of his martyrs
Right.
are back.
Okay. We're going to have the T-55 shoot at your Leopard 1 in, was that N1? The T-55 in S1. So it's 3 dice to make 6. It's point blank range, so 3 dice to make 5. Come on. There we go. Oh, missed. All right. Next T-55 is the one here. Okay. It's not stacked with the HQ, but it's in the stack with the HQ. Same thing. 3 dice to make 5. 2 hits. You have 3 dice to make 6 plus 1 for the woods. 4 dice to make 6. And you're not concealed. Oh, 1 save. All right, so 1 hit. He's disrupted. And then lastly, yeah, I got 1 on the objective. Another T-55, but he is at range 6, so he is not point blank, so he's 3 dice to make 6. Ah, crap, missed. Okay. Should I waste a Sagger on him? Can't see the other Leos. Yeah, we're going to fire the Saggers. HQ plus the Saggers. That's 5 dice to make 4 on your Leos and the.
And what happens with the woods and missiles? I don't remember that.
The woods give you an extra die. I'm sorry, no. Crap. Yeah, even I get mixed up. Hang on 2 seconds. I got it right here. Yeah, you get an extra die.
I thought there was something particular about missiles.
Yeah, the missiles. Yeah, when you get an extra die because I'm firing missiles into woods.
So
you get an extra die. So
a die for the woods.
Defense.
Die for
yes. Yeah, exactly. But just so you guys know, for heavy armor, actually armor, light or heavy armor, the maximum defensive bonus dice you can get from any source would be 2. So like if you were concealed 2, you'd still only get 2 extra dice. So your armor would be 3 to make 6. So now you've got 2 extra dice. So you're going to have 5 to make 6 once I take a shot here, which I've got 5 to make 4. 1, 2, 3 hits. And you've got 5 to make 6. Okay, got 2 hits. He's already disrupted. First blood. No, he wasn't disrupted.
Nope.
Yeah.
Okay. That's 2 hits. So he's disrupted. Well, no, he is disrupted.
He's disrupted.
Right. So now he's dead because 2 hits flips him, and then so first blood.
Oh no, the Alpha Joe was the first one.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, the Alpha Joe was the first one. There we go. Now Rex do give a defensive bonus. So that's actually an easier hex to defend. I immediately make my ammo check. 6, and I needed a 6, so we're good to go. All right. And 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And that's it. Okay, let me get my ops complete. I'm good. We can, well, I won't put them on. Sorry. So I'm done. Well, now we can take off our ops complete markers.
Yep. And while we're doing that, let me give a quick shout out to all the people who are commenting in chat right now. Michael Kwan, Johnny Grogan, Uwe Beck, Andreas Garcia, Bo Roland. I am horrible with names. I apologize. And I believe that's everybody who's commenting in chat. Thank you, gentlemen.
Gentlemen, thank you for watching. Thank you for bearing with us as we get to our technical dice roll.
All right. Now, as we are stepping into turn 2, the West German reinforcements of the choppers are going to show up.
Great.
So we put that formation card in and shuffle bunches.
The Andres that you mentioned in the chat is from Spain.
Yes, he is.
Saw him on one of the other chats, so I understand he is a Saturday Night Fights regular.
Yeah, he hangs in there until about 1 or 2 o'clock in the morning his time, and
There you go.
All right. So are everybody ready to start the second turn?
Ready?
Ready.
Ready.
Okay. Oh, and of course,
Now he picked the end ups.
Now at least we make now at least we know the end ups cards are in there.
Right,
We set that a little off to the side so we can remember that we've pulled one already. So the actual first formation is going to be Mark's Panzer Grenadiers.
Oh, here we go.
Here we go. Alrighty. So let me throw the HQ down. Where's my dude? There he is, right here. Yep, there he is. So I'll put my HQ right here.
All right.
And let's see, I think right about now is the time to drop some artillery.
Oh, boy. Okay. Now, just to make
Go
sure,
ahead
there are
and get
steps
that
in between.
fire
Right. There are
perfect
steps in
marker.
between which he doesn't need, like, checking for reload ammo reloads, checking for disrupt,
Okay.
etc. And then we get to off-board
Yeah.
artillery. And now you put your fire for effect down, and we'll roll to see if it scatters. All right. Again, 6 is
Okay.
bad. 6 and it scatters.
And I'll just roll.
It's-
I'll roll right here.
On time, on target.
So now
No, just one die.
before
No, you just
that means it doesn't go away.
no. You got to roll one die.
Okay. Oh, one die.
You
No, I
roll
rolled already did.
You rolled the scatter die.
Oh, okay. So now it's a DPICM strike. So
Yeah, I rolled
the
one die
two-
for the scatter.
You roll for the scatter, but then for DPICM
Yeah.
strike, it has a strike reduction check. So if you roll 2 dice for that, a 2, a 3, an 11, or a 12, and the strike
Yeah, I
loses
just
the
did that.
die. Oh, you did that. Okay. So then did you roll your 3 dice
Yeah.
to make 4?
Okay.
Did you roll your? So you didn't get 3 dice to make 4
Not yet.
for the actual
So
effect.
let me do that.
All right,
Oh.
2 hits. Okay, so
Oh no.
let me see what we got here. Hang on. All right, so which were you, I guess we got to roll randomly to see which one, because you didn't pick one. We need to know whether it was the BMP or the infantry that was the first one.
Oh, I didn't
attacked.
pick one. Yeah, I'm sorry.
When you
Yeah.
when you fire artillery, you pick a target.
It attacks everything in the hex, but because you're
roll right
attacking
here.
them individually, notice he's going to roll again for the second target. So you roll for the
Oh.
first target and then roll for the second target. He didn't designate the first
Nice.
target, so 2 hits against 2. So let's just roll a quick die. 1, 2, 3. It's the BMP. 4, 5, 6, and it's the infantry. So it's the BMP. All right. So the BMP,
Yeah,
it's
BMP.
2 hits. The BMP gets 1 for being light armor, and gets 1 for the city. It also gets 1 for concealment. So that's 3.
You get
So it's at
concealment
three.
against artillery.
You get concealment against artillery. It's got to see you to kill you, to some extent.
all right, 2
I
3s
don't,
and a
I don't have an argument with it because I know somebody will argue with me about that. But there you go.
2 3s and a 2.
2 3s and a 2. Yeah, you needed to get 5s or 6s because the armor on that is 5 or 6. So you took 2 hits, which means you're reduced and disrupted, which sort of seems about right for artillery.
Which one's the reduced?
You flip the counter.
Ah, gotcha.
No. He flips it down.
Oh.
Hang on. Let me do this here. I'll show you what I mean.
Gotcha. Yep.
So this.
I realized what you were saying.
Oh, okay.
And then put a disruption on the BMP.
Yes. I should have left that exploded. I'm sorry. All right, and then you may as well leave that there for now. And then the second shot is again 3 to make 4. Yikes!
Oh, nice.
Okay.
Ooh.
The infantry get 2 dice for being in the city and 1 for concealed, so they get 3 to make 5 as well.
1.
Okay, so they take 2 as well. They are also reduced and disrupted. Now, again, as Devin and I know, if you had not mitigated at least one of those hits, we would have had to check to see if there was a fire in the city. That's the objective.
Fire or rubble?
It would be a fire or rubble, but the point is, it could have started a fire there.
But I thought if it was city, it was you check for rubble.
It's check for fire or rubble. In other words, one of the results is rubble, and one of the results is fire.
One great.
Yeah. There we go. Okay, that was quite the barrage. All right, so I'll go do this myself, but we'll mark this reduced. So that's 1 strike. So now you got 1 strike left on the track up there.
Man,
right.
that just does not want to keep.
Okay.
Yeah.
Keith,
Yep.
That's
is there a limit? Is it 2 off-board attacks?
It's 2 per activation.
I'm sorry. I had a question about the rules.
There's no rules to this game.
Okay, so I can do 2 off-board attacks.
2 per activation. So whether the HQ calls it or a recon calls it, there's only two for that formation. So Mark can call in. You can call in a second one if you want.
All right.
And again, just for some guys who may not know as well, when the HQ calls in fire, it is not ops complete. What is ops complete is whatever fired. So if it's off board, you just use it and you mark it on the track. There's no ops complete for that. But if it's on board, it's the onboard unit that is the onboard artillery unit that's marked ops complete. The HQ that spots for it is not.
Okay. All right, just making sure. I think we'll do. Let me ask my teammate. Would it be all right if I shot another shot?
Yeah, if you're getting ready to go, I think you should. I mean,
nobody can hear me.
No, I can hear you.
Okay. All right. Cool deal. All right. Cool. So let me go ahead and drop it. Let's see. Here. Yeah, I'm thinking right there. So
on the tank?
And yeah, I'll do it right there.
All right, roll for scatter.
So let me check for scatter. Yes. All right, so I'm going to roll for scatter.
It's good to go?
Nope.
All right. Roll for failure. Reduction. It's good. So you have 3 dice to make 4. Yeah, that's fine. Somebody's mic is going a little wild.
Or somebody's vacuuming.
Right. 2 hits. All right. The armor gets 1 for being armor.
Go 2 hits.
Yeah, it's the armor gets 1 for being armor in an artillery barrage, and 1 for the city, and 1 for concealment. So 3 dice to make 6. Nothing. 2 hits. So he is reduced and disrupted. So those bridges they were covering are sort of not really covered except by the infantry thrust. Who's going one way forward. Hang on, I will be right back.
Okay. That'll work. I'll go ahead. All right. Now I'm hearing myself. Okay, next thing I think I'll do is
all right, I'm back.
9. I'm going to attack them there to the tank at T7 with my HQ.
Oh, Milan's.
And, yep. So I'm attacking with the HQ, so that'll be 6, and I believe he can get him. Yeah, he can. So 6 dice for 4.
Mm-hmm.
So get in there, fellas. All right, here we go.
I see 1 hit.
Oof,
So
not
we've got,
quite.
oh god, 1 hit.
Okay. Make your ammo check, and then the T62s have 3 dice to make 6, plus 1 for the city, plus 1 for him firing ATGMs into the city, plus 1 for concealment, which they cannot take because the maximum defensive bonus for
we're
tanks
good.
is it. So Mike, you get 5 dice to make 6 for defense,
All right.
and you just need to get 1.
Not
All right, you're disrupted. Which
Oh
is
wow,
bad.
cool.
and I apologize. Which unit was this again?
The T62 and T7.
Gotcha.
Mark, did you make your ammo roll?
We'll take it.
Yes, Mark made his ammo roll.
Okay.
Yeah, I did.
A lot of disrupted Soviet units there.
Okay, dokie. Next up. Yeah. Let's see. I'm going to make a move and shoot. So the smarters is scared of P10. And his target will be, let's see, target will be the tank in T7.
Okay. You've got
So how many dice does he lose? He loses what, 2?
He loses 2.
Now, just out of curiosity, can I do I get a shot first since he was moving, or does he shoot and then I can shoot back?
If you have something that can see him that is not disrupted.
That is not disrupted. Okay.
Right. Yeah, he basically suppressed everything, and now he's moving in to finish the job. So yeah, Mark, you have 2 dice to make 4.
Okay.
1 hit.
No. 1 hit.
Right. Mike, you have your usual 3 dice to make 6.
Missile check.
Missile check, you're good.
And no reload.
2 6s.
All right.
Oh, God.
Very nice.
You actually had another 2 dice, but that's okay.
Oh, I thought you said 3.
No, I usually I talk out loud, so I was
I'm
going
going to
to
move this.
So that's all good.
That's right. Could have always have rolled a couple more. if needed to.
Right. Actually, I think it was 1 because
I'm going to move the smarter right here, and he's going to do a move and shoot on the tank unit in U9.
okay.
And
So
so I'm going to go
2
do
dice.
that. So he's 2, 4, 4.
Miss.
Nope. And does he keep his missiles?
Yeah. They're just like firing one at a time to probe.
Yeah.
Oh, thank goodness you destroyed the McDonald's.
Indeed. Let's see. I'll have the smarter scooch up 1, 2, and he's going to take a pop shot at the BMP.
Stop.
So
He's not
at the BMP and T8.
He's not
So
taking a
that's-
pot
he's
shot at
gonna-
anybody.
Unless I'm going to get popped. Uh-oh.
You're gonna get popped. All right. My infantry HQ
Okay.
with my staggers. Down here in is that S3? 2, 4, 6,
Mhm.
8. 8 hexes. So I've got 3 dice to make 4. I've got 5 dice to make 4.
Yeah, it looks like it's clipping the trees.
Yeah, I think you're. I don't think you got a shot.
He's
there,
at
dude.
level 2. And
Gotcha. You're shooting
he's-
over the trees.
Yeah, and he's got a blind spot of 3. He's 3 hexes from the trees,
Mm-hmm.
and they're at level 1, so it's a triangle. And so there's a blind spot 3 hexes behind that. I'm 5 hexes behind that, so I
Gotcha.
can see him.
Okay, good.
All right, and what did I just roll here? I just rolled 4 hits.
Oof.
All right, you're a martyr, right? So you get what, 1 to make?
I rolled just 2 dice. So
You get 1 for the hill, and then you get
4
1,
hits. So I'm gonna go.
1
Nice.
save.
Yeah.
Well, that's
Yeah,
only
save.
3. So, all right, so he's dead. Now we're not checking for
Okay.
fire or rubble or anything because he's in a clear hex. But I will
gosh.
make a ammo check. And all right, I get a reload. I failed, so I get a reloading marker. As long as I have this marker, I can't fire these saggers. Okay. What happens is that when I'm activated, there's a step right after disruption removal, or right before disruption removal. I'm sorry. Where I check. Now, depending on what type of unit is checking, and there's a chart for that, which I won't bore you with. There's 3 types of units. This is infantry. Infantry tend to have a lot of missiles. What I was surprised to find out in research is that apparently they carry around a truckload of missiles. They don't necessarily put it in the front line of the hex, but there you go. So if they fail their reload check, they'll just leave the marker on so they can't fire. Other types of units like dedicated anti-tank guided missile formations or units have a different kind of thing where they'll go to low ammo. I don't know if anybody's hearing me. There's something going on in the ambient background of somebody. So
I can hear you.
okay. And then the last category is infantry fighting vehicles, which carry very few reloads. So if they fail their reloading check, they're out of ammo. And so in this case, though, it's just the infantry. All right, so you may continue to do your stuff. I'm ops complete. Let me drop that counter there.
All right. This dude over here, 1 and a 2, and that should be it. That'll be all for my activation.
All right.
Alrighty. Ready to draw the next formation card. And it is the Halos.
Oh, crap. Well,
So
we're
the
actually in position.
Halos come on. They can enter anywhere along the west edge or the south edge of the board. And the 2 counters are right here for the Halos. So whichever one of the NATO forces wants to do it, or do it by committee, or however.
And if you need a quick briefer on
So
the Helo,
the Helos only have high explosive firepower, correct?
no, what they have is on their hovering side, they have hot missiles. They have anti-tank guided.
Oh, right, okay.
So when they're flying, they don't have anything, but when they're hovering, they are missile spewing engines of death.
Yes.
Right.
Gentlemen,
So
I'll
they
be
can-
back here in just 30 seconds.
Okay.
They
Well,
can,
they're
they
making
can
their
fly.
mind.
They can fly half their movements and then hover. Is that
No. What happens is that the first thing you do with a helicopter, whether they're on map or off, is choose a mode. Now, obviously, if they're coming off, they're going to have to fly on. They can either fly on at flying, which puts them, just like the close air support, 2 levels above the map, or they can fly on at nap of Earth, which means they're at map level. With the ground unit. What was that? What was that?
Sounded like a train.
Oh, fellas.
I don't know.
Things my side of things is going to get disrupted here pretty soon. Mark,
Yeah. So anyway,
Can I what?
So, what you come on if you're flying, you have unlimited movement, but you're obviously up in the air and can be shot at by opportunity fire. If you're at nap of Earth, you're limited to 12 movement points, but you have the cover of terrain as if you were a ground unit.
Could I get an extra nap of the earth marker?
Just clone it.
You're right. I forgot to make 2 of them.
You could just clone them. There we go.
It's fine.
Can you?
The
Yeah,
other
I
thing
can't
is
clone it. I can't clone anything.
Yeah,
Oh,
You
only
don't want me cloning things.
Oh, right.
only I have authority to clone. So there's 2 Nap of the Earth markers out there now.
The other thing is that all terrain costs 1 for moving
Wait.
helicopters. Doesn't matter how high, doesn't matter what it is, it's 1.
All right, so I'm going to go ahead and make him, and I'll enter him.
I'm back.
All right, you guys are hearing me now. I hope.
Yes.
Yep.
All right, cool.
All right.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Stop there for a second. I just no, sorry. That's fine. Thank you.
Mark can come on from either the west or the
Wingman
south
is going to
side.
come through. Oh, yeah.
You can come on from the south if you,
He came from the west,
yeah, you can come on from the south if
over
you
here,
want, though.
right?
Yeah, that's the west, but you can come in
Oh,
from the
west or
south.
south.
West or south, yeah.
Oh, I see. I get you. Oh, that's even better. Yeah. All right, cool.
I kind of
No,
figured
I'm
you
parking
probably
right here then. Sure.
appreciate that
And
better.
yes, I do. Thank you. And let's see. And his homeboy will. Let's see. He's gonna go right about here. Here we go. All right. DUN done.
All right. Next formation.
Next formation card. The Leos.
All right, you guys hearing me?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm gonna do this turn, then I'm gonna have to roll out of here. I only had this plan till 5, and my kids just came home, so
Gotcha. That's fine. Mark can take over after this turn
Yeah.
for you.
I'll
Yeah, no
take.
problem.
So I'm going to take with the full strength leopard. I'm going to take a shot at the disrupted tank in T7.
This guy's taking a pounding. All right.
Uh,
To make
yeah.
5.
So that's it's. Keep forgetting my values here. It's 6 to make 5. Somebody said, "Oh, 2, 3, 4."
Yeah, 6 to make 5. You need one more die. One hit.
Man, it'd be good for Mark when I get the hell out of here and stop rolling dice, won't it?
All right.
Oh my
So,
goodness.
Mike, you got the 3 dice to make plus 1 for the city, plus 1 for concealment. So you've got 5 dice to make 6.
5.
Camera?
Ah.
You miss.
Fuck.
All right. Was he reduced?
Where's
Yes, I believe he. Yeah, I think he was.
He's gone.
Is he?
If he's reduced, yeah, it only takes 1 hit.
No, he wasn't.
No,
he
he's
wasn't
not
reduced.
he was
All
not.
right, now he's reduced though. So now just reduce him.
No.
Just flip the counter.
And now the reduced leopard is going to take 3 to make 5 at the same tank.
On target. One
One hit.
Chipping away. So again, same thing. You get 5 to make 6. It is 5 to make 6, right? Hang on.
Concealed in city, yes.
Yeah, I was checking the 6 actually. Yeah, it's 5 to make 6.
Somebody
Mike, you
rolling that?
Yep.
You-
I'm sorry.
yeah,
Oh, that was 5 dice, right?
5 to
Yes.
make 6. Same 5 to make 6. Yeah, same one. Tuesday.
One sec.
One save.
One second.
All right.
All right. Alive.
Oh,
A good plan, well executed, not enough.
All right. So I am taking off. Mark, good luck finishing this off.
Thank you for playing.
Yeah, thanks so
you.
much. This was great. It was really good to get a chance to play this again.
Indeed. Thanks for playing.
All right.
Thank
Be
you.
well,
Glad you could
everybody.
make
Stay
it. Thank
safe.
you.
All right, take care.
Hey, real quick question. This is being streamed live on YouTube, correct?
Correct.
And it's the
YouTube
channel,
and Twitch and Facebook.
okay, and this is your Lock and Load YouTube channel?
This is on the Lock and Load Publishing YouTube channel. So yes, you will be able to go back and watch this after you're done. It's saved forever for posterity.
Somebody was asking me, so that's why I was a little distracted there for a moment.
Johnny,
Not
the
a problem.
game started at 3. There's no game at 9 tonight. There's an interview at 9 tonight. Last night was at 9. I just saw your message, Johnny. That's for Johnny Grogan.
Yes, you are correct. That was like a half hour ago. Sorry, Johnny.
Sorry, Johnny. I wasn't paying attention to my phone.
All right, so that's next formation. Let's go ahead and draw the next formation card. That's the Panzer Grenadiers again.
It's all you,
Here we
Mark.
go. All right.
No, that's the
Here we
helicopter.
go. Yeah, that's hilarious. No, yeah, it's all I'm still you pick that guy. Yeah, I'm not gonna-
Michael
All right,
Kwan
HQ's going to stay put.
Is that that infantry is not loaded in that martyr, right? That martyr
No,
should be on the bottom.
It's not. No, it's it's not. The Milan's on the there and there.
Gotcha. Okay, that's fine.
And yeah, that's okay. So the is going to stay in the infantry, and the infantry are going to. Let me see what we got here. So we got some tanks up there.
62's hanging out, pounding.
Yep, just hang. All right. Yeah, I think, yeah, my tree with the Milans are going to attack the tank U9. So let's give that a whirl. And so that's going to be 6 dice for 4. So let me go ahead and do that. And 1, 2, 5, and add another. Here comes trouble.
Whoa, 3.
Whoa, 1, 2, 3.
All right, where were you shooting in?
Maybe I'll burn the town down. Whoops.
No, where were you shooting?
Shooting at the tank and
U9 there.
in U9.
Okay. All right. So
Yeah.
3 to make 6, concealed 4, city 5. 5 to make 6, Mike. You should be getting used to this.
Yeah.
All right, we need
At
some
least
saves
2
here.
saves. Or 1.
Oh, look at that! Look at that! 2 saves. So he does take a hit, right? Because you got
Nice.
3 hits. Yeah. All right.
Yep.
So
Yeah, he does. One got through.
let's take a look here.
Yeah, 3 hits.
He was reduced. He took 1 hit, so you got him. But you didn't set the town on fire. So
Indeed. Thankfully. Thanks for the
Oh.
saves. And
That's
I keep
first-
my missiles. So
that's first Soviet blood.
no, usually it's sooner.
That.
And who do we have over here? We got our tank over here.
I'm kind of shocked.
Do we have sight?
Out of us.
Mhm.
Did you make your ammo check, bro?
And I'm going to shoot the martyr at. I did. Yeah, I
Okay.
did. So. The martyr's going to attack over at P9 to the tank in T7. I'm
Mhm.
sorry.
Okay.
So that's going to be just 4 dice at 4. And
1 hit.
ooh, 1
Okay.
hit.
Mike, you've got your usual 5 to make 6.
5.
Mhm.
Got plenty of these. These tanks must have like wire draped all over.
Nope.
Oh,
Just-
all right. So 1 hit. I think that's it for him, isn't he? Isn't he disrupt? Isn't he?
Yeah, that's
Reduce-
it.
Reduce.
it wasn't that one. It's the one,
He's-
one north of that. The tank north of that.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was already, I think, reduced.
Yeah, so
Yep.
he got him too. These Milans. To tell Nicholas, he'll be so happy.
And missile checks. And we got to reload.
All right.
So let me explode this stack. Oops.
All right.
Yeah, we got that. And let's see who else we have. A martyr in P10. He's going to cause some trouble. He's going to attack the BMP in T8.
BMP and T8.
3 hits.
One
Wow.
hit.
1 hit.
I'm one hit wonder.
There you go. Oh, he's already reduced. Okay,
Yeah,
but
missile check.
he's got 5. So he's got 1 die to make 5 for himself, 1 for the city, and he's still concealed. So 3 dice to make 5s. And a save.
Ooh, got it.
All right. How many hits did you get, Mark? 1?
Just one.
Okay. Still
Just
alive.
one, yeah.
And you made your missile check?
And
I heard you
still
make it.
alive indeed. Yeah, I did.
Right.
Yep. And I think that'll be it for those guys.
Wow. Lots of wires hanging across the street lamps of that town.
All right.
There's missiles everywhere.
Keith's Guard Motorized Rifle Regiment.
All righty. Back in action here. I will leave my HQ where it is, and everybody is in command down to my BTR because my range is 4. I will make my roll for
Ammo.
ammo, yes. But I make it. All right. So we're back in action. And I'm not waiting for him. Okay, so he doesn't have any ammo left. He's still got that martyr, but it's reloading. Well, that would be the time to hit him.
I was about to say, why give him a chance to reload and shoot again?
Exactly. It's like reloading. You're gonna kill because he stopped shooting. But I think we're gonna do it.
Now, here's a question. If you disrupted him while they're reloading, does that prevent them from reloading the next turn?
Yes, you cannot reload if you're
Right.
disrupted.
So you don't necessarily have to destroy him, but at least disrupting him will delay his reloading.
Exactly.
Yep.
But he will get to roll to become undisrupted before he checks for his ammo.
Okay.
Actually, no. Ammo check is before disruption.
Oh, ammo is before? Okay.
All right. So what we're gonna do here is I have no reason not to use these saggers on him, so we're gonna use the sagger with the HQ. That's 5 dice to make 4. One hit.
One.
Oh, boy. So now you get 1 die plus 1 for the hill. So you get 2 dice to make 6, right?
Okay.
6 it is. I'm just zooming in a little to see this. Yeah, 6.
Okay. So, disruption.
All righty. I will roll my ammo check. With an HQ, I'm still good.
Stackzilla.
All right. Stackzilla. All right. The tank under him has 2 dice to make 6 and the range. So just going to take that shot because it's there. A hit. You have 2 dice to make 6 in response.
Oh my.
Gotcha.
Oh dear. Ooh.
We call that, it's a T55. We call that CBE, cheap but effective. All right. Just set this on top just so we have 2 markers in the hex. I am not moving and firing because we just don't do that. Could he do that? I guess he could. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. What am I doing here? Wait, he's disrupted.
I
Go
think
back.
he was disrupted from
He's
that Leo
disrupted.
shot long time ago. Yeah,
Which I should have rolled for, but I will not. It's not necessary.
Right.
Hang on, the ops complete. I'm almost done here, guys. You're gonna go here, and you're gonna sneak around here. 1, 2, 3. Don't get in the way. 1, 2, 3. And there we go. All right, I'm done.
All right. Next card. Good timing and ops.
Okay. So not everybody went, right? Orange
Correct.
didn't go.
I did not go.
All right. So the orange HQ gets pulled from the map and placed on the end ops card. And until you go next turn, that second end ops card will not go back into the deck, and the turn will not end until you go.
Okay.
Once you go, it immediately goes in the deck and gets shuffled in so that it can be pulled whenever. All right. So, but we can go to marker removal and take off these ops complete markers. This is where the Russians are like, I've got 1 million ops complete markers. Which is actually why I went to my sort of zone of control ops complete marker. Wow, a lot of stuff there. This is going to be fascinating. Mark's got a textbook approach here and helicopters. I'm like, oh my god.
Stepping into turn 3.
There we go.
All right. Draw the first formation card. It's the Leos.
All right, Mark, this is you.
Here we go. Okay. So the HQ on the full strength Leo, and he's gonna lick a shot at somebody. I think that the T-55 out in the open.
Yeah.
So
I wanted to get one
go ahead
that's
and explore
farther.
the stack once more, and so
I was hoping you wouldn't notice.
1, 2. Yeah, he's in range. So 6 for 5.
Evil laugh.
Try to go in disguise. Let's see. So 6 shooting for 5. Here we go.
Jeepers creepers.
Oh dear. We'll take it like that.
All right, I've got 3 to make 6. I got 1, so I'm still alive.
Until he shoots his reduced tank platoon.
Well, there you go, but maybe he'll miss.
Okay.
He might.
Yeah, exactly. And 3 5s. All right, so let me try. Same thing, same attack with the reduced.
1
hit.
1 save. That was worth
One
it just to
save.
keep them out there.
Alrighty, and that's
No, you've still got the Lucius armored car out there, the Lux.
oh, that's right. Yeah, how about we oh dear, he's in a pickle.
No.
He's in a
Now he's out of range of his headquarters. Is that right?
He's a recon
he's a
unit.
recon unit. The red
Gotcha.
triangle on him is recon, so he
Oh,
is always in.
you know what? Why don't we just go out on a limb here and let's see. He's gonna move. It's P7.
Fire.
Do 8. Anything?
Op
Oh, yeah.
fire, yeah.
So the BTR is going to fire. It's 14.7.
All right.
It is not point blank range because it's. Oh no, it is point blank range because its range is 2 and you're at 1. So I have 1 to make 4.
Mhm.
Let me roll this. A hit. And you have 1 to make 6 in defense.
Oh dear. Ooh.
You call this battle of
Oh,
the
dear.
featherweights.
You made
Oh,
it.
you made it!
Whoa, 6.
Oh, are you going to assault?
Now I could also shoot with my
And he's going
I
to
know.
assault.
What happens is you only get 1 opportunity fire shot per hex.
Oh, we got to still got fire.
per action. So
And I'm-
I took 1. All this,
Yep.
once I took mine, everything before that goes away. So now he assaults. There's no once you have to fire on the hex that you're going into, but an assault is immediately triggered by him moving in. So once he moves in, now we have the assault. So for those who haven't seen assault, this is kind of it. Let's explode this searcher. So now we use the lower right value. So he's the attacker. He has 2 dice to make 4, 5, or 6. There's no terrain. There's no saves. You just roll for hits. Whoever gets the most hits wins, and the other guy has to retreat. A tie goes to the defender. So he's got 2 dice to make 4, 5, or 6. I have 1 die to make 5 or 6. So go ahead, Mark. Roll your attack. He rolls the
Yeah.
assault,
Will do.
and he misses. So if I get a
Oh,
hit, I
dear.
win. And I miss. However, eyes go to the defender. He bounces. He has to go back into the hex where he came from. We're both ops complete. Where's my cursor?
There we go. And that's my turn.
Yeah, I've seen an M113 kill a BMP2 at 1 hex when this stuff happens. It's worth taking the shot.
Okay, and anyways, back to reference your question you were asking earlier. As he moved into this hex, Keith went ahead and did the op fire from here. Had he not done that, you'd have been able to do your op fire. You can only do an op fire as a unit enters a hex. So it's basically 1 shot as for each hex they enter. So
but I could not do the op fire because I'm actually disrupted.
you were disrupted anyway, so you wouldn't have been able to do it. But
Yep.
just for completionist's sake and to
Yes.
explain it.
Yep.
All right, who's next? Keith.
Oh, there we go. All right. What we're going to do here is we're going to grab our HQ and put him here. Okay. Trying to get the repack button. There we go. All right. So then I'm going to roll to undisrupt. Then everybody's in command except for the guy at the northernmost hex there.
He's
It's the guy who's disrupted.
your
He's in
command
command.
range.
Yeah, these 2 guys are out of command.
Right.
So what happens? They have to roll to be in command, I should say. So they're out of the range of 4. I need to roll a 6 on 2 dice. So for the guy who's disrupted, he is in command. So he's fine. The other guy, the stack with the Sagger, which I forgot about, which I shouldn't have, is out of command, which it's more important that you guys see what out of
Picking up
command
the
does.
phone.
So out of command means they can still op fire. They just can't move, and they can't direct fire, and they can't, call for artillery or anything like that. Can't do anything except op fire. But op fire is handy, and that's sort of what he's there for. So let me roll to undisrupt. The top guy is in command and is trying to undisrupt, so there's no penalty. And he undisrupts. That's helpful. All right, and then the half strength guy in front of me, in front of my HQ, also undisrupt. I'm getting really good on disruption.
Wow.
It's like, whoa, I like this.
Typically doesn't happen.
Shaking it off.
Typically does not. That's true. First things first, we're going to move here.
And I'll fire.
Okay.
All right, so it'll be the Milan with the HQ on it. So 6 shooting for 1, 2, 3.
6 shooting
so
for
that's
4,
gonna be
5.
6 for 3.
Six for. Why are you 3? Oh, you're point blank. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
For
3 hits.
alrighty.
Okay. So,
Nope.
I'm gonna
1,
zoom in.
2. Wow, that's 5 hits.
Oh, I thought you rolled already. Oh, wow. 5 hits. Okay.
No, I didn't. I want to place.
Okay. So I've got 2 to make 6. I'm moving, so I don't get concealment, and 1 for the wood, so I get 3 to make 6.
At the minimum, we're going to see fire.
Well, we're going to see a check for fire. 1 save. All right. It's still 4 hits. Okay. 2 things happen. One is it only takes, the first hit disrupts, the second it eliminates. All right. There's 2 extra hits. This BTR can be affected by AP. So it takes the 2 hits. And no, it doesn't get an armor roll. And I do have a reason for that. There was a discussion I never got to because it got too long. But the idea is that he takes 2 hits as well. So he's going to be reduced. Oops. Reduced and disrupted. Whew. He goes into the casualty box, and there's a wreck marker. Needs to go over here, and yeah, I take calculated risks.
Yes, so do I, and I realize I'm really bad at math.
And you did your ammo check, right? You always do.
Now we have to check for fire.
Yeah. Okay. So because there were
Check, yeah.
there were 3 or more unanswered hits, and we're in something that can set on fire, we need to check for fire. Now, we're going to use the current rules. Just between you and me, we are kind of going to tweak them so it is not as serious as it was, because we don't want it to be a game about fire. But we're not doing anything formal, so we're going to use the rules as written. We roll a die 6, and again, higher is bad. 1 to 3, there's nothing. 4, the hex becomes rubbled basically. 5, it is set on fire, and 6, it is rubbled and fire. I will tell you, we do have a clarification that it's redundant that it be both rubbled and fire. When the fire burns out, it's going to be rubble anyway.
Rubble anyways, and you can't move in while there's a fire there.
And we'll get the latest clarification up. It'll have that, and then we'll fold that into the rules. So anyway, did somebody roll die 6?
I can get it.
Nothing happens. Yeah, Devin really wanted something to burn because
I like
because he lost when the city burned.
I have lost. Yes, I have lost this scenario by the entire city catching on fire and never going out.
I have 2, if it's any consolation. All right, so that's there. My Sager's out of
We
position.
did it, Patrick. We saved the city.
Yeah. Right. Do you got any? I think you do have. Not there though. I'm just looking for that last martyr. Yeah, there it is. Okay, we're gonna kill this martyr somehow. Go back. There we go. All right. The T-55 way in the north there can fire over the trees and up to the hill, and it's going to fire 3 dice to make 6, because that's. Let me just check the range. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Yes. So 3 dice to make 6. Nope. Come on. Roll them all. There we go. I see 1 hit against the martyr. The martyr gets 2 to make 6. Oh, I think we got him finally.
He's out.
We gave you cover. We gave you a wreck. Yeah, got him. Does it really matter which dead pile I got? So yeah, you can get rid of the disrupted and the reloading. Doesn't have to reload anymore.
That's right.
And that is it for me.
All right.
I'm not shooting anybody else.
Next formation card. Mark's Jaegers or Panzer Grenadiers.
He come.
Oh, look who it is. All right, Q's going to stay put. He's having a blast. I'm down 2 carriers. let's see.
They did their job. They got wrecks.
And how many? What we got here? We got
Infantry in
we
cover.
got HQ in that dude. So we'll repack him.
Yeah, he's got 3 die 6 plus
Yeah,
he's
infantry
he's got 4 die 6.
and
4 die 5 defense.
so I think the what do I have here? Let me remove that. Oh, that has to reload, so I have to do that. So let me go check if he gets his missiles back. So I'm gonna roll, and he does. So
Oh, there we go. Devin, I'm not checking the stream comments because I couldn't get the stream here.
All
So if there's any questions, just
Okay. Yep. Not a problem.
so let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, the HQ is going to attack that T-60. No, he can't. He's not going to attack. That's too damn far. We'll go for the BMP. So yeah, we'll just give that a shot. So 6 shooting for 5, and I'll try not to burn down the city. We'll see. Three hits. It could happen.
let's see. Where's your BMP, Mike?
Oh boy.
I'm sorry, what was that?
Where's your BMP that you just shot at?
I don't know. Which one were you shooting at?
I think the one in T8. Was there one in T8? Yes.
Yep, that one.
Okay, so he's got 1 plus 1 for
Yeah, I'm
concealment.
shooting at the T8.
Yeah, so he's got 3 to make 6. 3 to make 5. I'm sorry.
Saved.
Save.
one.
So he's still dead, but the city doesn't.
Oh, no fire.
Oh wait,
No,
I think I forgot.
what'd you forget?
They were out of ammo,
Oh,
or they were
okay.
reloading. So he needed to re-roll. He needed to roll to see if they they reloaded.
Load.
So let him do that now.
Yeah. Let me do that.
And he
We'll
got
see
the ammo
cancel
back
attack.
anyway. So
Okay, yeah. So we'll say okay.
Yeah. So yeah, we'll let the attack stand.
My bad.
And then,
y'all.
all right, so the BMP
All right.
dies. I think there's already a wreck in there.
nope.
No. Okay. BMP dies along with this disruption marker. And then a wreck marker goes in there. And then that's that. This is going to be an infantry fight. Round about turn 6.
And did you check for your ammo reload on that shot, Mark?
I did, yeah. And he passed it.
Okay. All right. Cool.
All right. And next step will be this infantry is going to devil on the sidewalk over here over in 09. He's going to go like so.
Stop. Go back. Go back. Go back. Go back. Go back. Go back. Base of the hill.
Right here?
Base of the hill. Bottom of the hill.
Okay.
No. Q10.
Oh, right here. Okay, I'm sorry.
Okay. So my infantry with the HQ in this city is out at long range. So instead of 2 to make 5, it's 2 to make 6. Plus the HQ is 4 to make 6. As RPK fire rings out.
Nasty 14.7 millimeters.
Yeah. Ooh.
Got a Yahtzee.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Somebody needs to put a Yahtzee.
I know, right?
That's what I was waiting for that. I hit 4 dice. All right. Okay, you can keep moving.
Mhm. Alrighty, and let's see. Martyr. Oh God, I don't think I loaded this dude up.
No, I don't
No,
think
they
you
weren't loaded. So the infantry will. Yeah, I know, right? And so this infantry is going to go ahead and he'll scooch up over to S11. So like that, And gonna take a shot.
Mike, you can take a shot, or you can wait for him to try to get closer.
And
We'll take the shot.
Yeah, there you go. Well, no, I would wait till he gets closer because
Even
you
if
get,
he's
you get,
into the
you get
woods.
extra
All right.
because it's point blank if you wait till he gets closer.
Even if he's in the woods.
I'll
Yes,
just give him an extra defense dice. You'll get more attack dice with him being at point
Mhm.
blank.
right. So you'll have 2 to make
Okay.
4 here instead of 2 to make
2
5.
to make 5. Okay.
So 2 to make 4.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. There's
One
one
hit.
hit.
He gets
one
1
hit.
to make
One
One to
dice
make
to make
make 5.
All right.
Oh.
Oh,
And your infantry is
And,
marked with ops complete, Mike.
see, can the martyr clip the? No, he can't. He's pancaked. I was gonna say no, that can't happen.
He has a line of sight. Yeah,
Do I have anything else I can blow up?
he does have a line of sight to the BTR.
He did. Okay.
Yeah, it's
Then the
only
martyr's
one-
gonna
only
attack
one.
that. Okay, cool. He's gonna do that then.
All right, he's got the what?
So
The 20
4 for
millimeter. Are you gonna hit him with a missile?
4? No.
Wow, that's like overkill. No, that's fine.
Let's see.
Yeah,
There's no kill like overkill.
oh, 2 hits.
2
Two
hits.
hits.
I've got 1 for the woods. You have somebody adjacent, so I don't get concealment. And then 1 for myself, and it's BTR. I think it's a 6. Yeah, it's a 6. So I have 2 to make 6. 1, 2, and 1 save.
1 save.
All right, so that was 2 hits, right?
Yep.
Just 1.
All right.
What am I doing? Hang on, let me splody this. Yeah, that's what I thought. You only needed 1 to kill him.
Yeah. Because
So it's already- yeah, it's
and
already-
reduced.
It's already got a wreck marker, so
Mhm.
I actually do have to
Fire.
no fire for that. None of the hits. All right. Something's going on there.
And I'm done with my turn.
All right. Next card. Dev, next card.
Yep. And before we do that, I want to give a quick shout out to everybody who has joined and is talking. We have a few more people that have shown up. Let me go back. We already said Michael Kwan. H. Tuna has joined us. And Telepathogen saying something about Wolverines. Red Dawn. Marcus G is giving us greetings from Germany. Willkommen, meine Freunde. And who else do we have? Steve Antoine has joined us. And I believe that's everybody. Lots of good conversations. Uwe and Tuna looks like they're doing many, many conversations in the chat. We always love to see that.
Okay. Thank gentlemen. Thank everybody. Thank you for watching. Hoping this is entertaining.
All right. Next formation card, the Leos.
There they come.
Walking down the street.
Alrighty. Ain't nothing but a party.
Yeah, not a party, and this is your. Can't believe they're still here.
The HQ is going to stay on the full strength. And so we're going to go ahead and attack the BMP in over in U7 with the HQ bonus. So that'll be 6 attacking for 4. Assuming that's less than
10.
that's just regular range.
It's exactly 11 hexes. Yeah, it's good.
Okay, cool. So 6 for 5.
Gah!
1,
3
2,
hits.
3 hits.
Wow. Okay. BMP gets 1 for itself, 1 for concealment, 1 for the city. That's 3 to make 5 or 6.
Wow.
Okay.
Burnination.
Speaking of possible fire, couldn't get it from one end of the city. Let's try the other end. All right. So we need a wreck marker in there. We can move the BMP. And then somebody roll a die 6 to check if there's rubble or fire.
6.
I'll do it.
I got it.
Never
I rolled a 6.
Oh dang!
That's rubble and fire. We're not gonna worry with the rubble. It is
Burn.
redundant. But yeah, it's time to put a fire marker on a hex. So that infantry that's in there must retreat anywhere.
Oh darn!
Yeah. So, and he's taking his SA7s with him. Yeah, make sure you're not overstacked there. I don't think you are, but
What's
so if the infantry were loaded in the BMP there, you're good. But if it's not loaded in the BMP, you can't go there. You can go on top of me. You can go into a clear terrain hex. I would recommend going. You can, either go forward or check, because I think I only have one unit there with an HQ. So yeah, we're a nice little chunk there because we've got that's all good.
Yep.
All right. Now the fire at the end during marker removal, we'll check to see if it goes out first of all. If it doesn't go out, if it spreads to the hexes that we're in. So this could be a very short game. I have to admit there has been a lot of shooting at that hex, though. I'm not surprised.
And let's see, next guy. Let's see.
Yeah, you got to pick one infantry or the other is what you have to pick as a target. Well, no, you don't have any armor targets. So what's your HE range?
Okay. Oh, HE range is forever, and it's short, so it's not going to be. Oh boy, he'd have to get closer. That means he's going to be at the mercy of those saggers.
Right. Yeah, he's got an effective range of 5.
Range, it's not going to cut it.
That means he's got a long range of 10, which means they're out of range. Because they're, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. No, they're right in range. They're just in range. But you're, be whatever it is, 3 dice to make 6.
Oh, they are? Okay. He'll take a shot.
This is the I'm sorry, which one was firing here? The reduced one?
Oh, the next one's going to be the reduced one. He's going to take a shot with 2 for 6. Yeah, reduced.
It's 2 6.
So 2 for 6. All right.
Yes, not surprised.
Oh,
all right.
Nothing.
All right, their ops complete. And did you take the ops complete off the Lukes?
He did not. No, I was going to point that out, but
the Lukes. I forgot about the Lukes.
Yeah, there you go. So you can do something with the Lukes.
Can drive into the wreck hex and claim, "Hey, I beat him in close combat."
They're going to scooch up here.
I'm going to hit you with some RPG 7s. So I've got an infantry in here. Both Mike and I have an infantry in here. I am not ops complete, however. So no, that's my ops complete.
That is your ops complete, yeah. So it's Mike's infantry can fire.
You can fire infantry. You can fire with 2 to make 5 if you want at him.
Yep, might as well.
I would. There's no reason not to.
No reason not to. That's what he's there for.
Oh, I
thought
that
on
was
the almost there.
Robbery. Highway robbery.
On the 6.
All right, so we'll just drop it up.
Ouch.
Too.
And my Lukes is going to shoot at the infantry. So they lose. Do they lose?
Yeah, the move and fire. They lose.
With,
yeah, so they're going to have basically
they lose 1 die.
Yeah, it'll be 1 die to make 4 because he's
1 for 4.
Range. Yeah. There's a hit.
Oh, I added declare target. Sorry.
Yeah, which one? The one's got a Sagger.
I'll
one's
go
got
with the SA7.
I mean, it was going to SA7. Okay, so that would be Mike's platoon. He's got 2 for the city. 1 doesn't have concealment. Bright light of that fire. So it's 2 to make 5 or 6, Mike.
That 6 just wanted to pop over.
Yeah, you're disrupted. So let's explode this, and then you can drop the disrupted marker on where you need to. On top of
that one.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And just close that on up. There we go. That was a lucky shot.
Somewhere in this deck, I got a card that I'm going to be able to activate on here.
There you go. and then he should pay.
And he will pay.
I think
Can
they're
my-
done. So
Can my
Mark-
BMPs move and shoot?
they can move and shoot, but they're not made to do that, so they
Okay.
take a penalty.
Okay. But they can do it. So.
But they
can
can do it. Yes.
Everybody can do it, but if you're not made to do it, you can't do it. You can't move more than half your movement and do it.
And you take lots of penalties, but you can do it. Sometimes just getting one dice thrown out there is sometimes all you need. So.
Exactly.
Right.
There we go.
Ugh. Okay, that's the first one. The turn's not going to end until you go, so one of these cards has to be you.
Where did that card disappear to?
What card? You
The
didn't
end
take
ops card.
It's sitting under his HQ in the casualty box.
No,
So
that was the first one, the one I
It's in your
just
hand.
threw.
your hand. Right below it.
Oh, there it is on the table. Derp. I was not zoomed out far enough. Also, gentlemen, I will give you, we're at the 15-20 minute warning, so this will probably be the last turn we play. So we'll go ahead and finish this out. The next draw is the Guards Motorized Rifle, Keith's, or the City Defenders.
Right. Mike's
Nice.
there. Okay. So
Now-
first of all, he pulls his HQ and deploys it where he wants. The end ops goes into the deck, so we can actually end this turn. Devin desperately shuffling.
I love shuffling. Lots and lots of shuffling.
Yeah, shuffling is great. I like the shuffle.
Me
on this.
too.
All right.
So get rid
So-
of your ops complete.
Yep. I think I only had just the two.
All right. And then you've got your HQ with your guy who's disrupted, so make your undisrupt roll.
And that's how many dice?
2 dice 6, and you're trying to roll a 6 or less with your HQ, an 8 or less, which you did with this 7. All right. So the disrupted marker comes off. And let's see, he's got an SA7. Don't you have a Sagger somewhere, or did that get destroyed? Oh,
No.
there it is.
It's right here.
It's right there. Okay. All right. That's good. Okay.
That's
my
good.
my Sagger and my remaining tank are, for what it's worth, covering so that the Leos stay where they are. As if they were afraid of us. Well, the Saggers, yeah, but
Well, I still need to decide where to put my HQ unit still too, right?
right. Well, no, well, let's say this. You can do it, but it affected your die roll on the disruption. So if there was somewhere else you wanted to move it, we would re-roll the disruption check.
In other words, so I do
Deployment
need to put him here, right there.
If you want to take, if you don't want to roll again.
Nope. No, I'm fine with that. I just wanted to make sure.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep,
We're good
you're
to go.
good.
Okay. So what do you have? Oh, you have that zoo. Well, that zoo's in perfect position because like it'll fend off the helicopters, and if the infantry gets close, it will chew them up.
Yeah, and that's what I was going to ask you is, do I need a moving forward one to be able to have a better line of sight, or should I just leave him back there?
I'm thinking the fire is going to force the course of this somehow, unless it goes out. So for the moment, I would stay put, and then if he gets, he's not quite close enough to cross the bridge without us firing at him. If he gets 2 units within 3 of the bridge, then we should start thinking about that. But on the other hand, the zoo at close range is the zoo. at close range.
My units here in the center of the city, I was thinking about moving up here.
Yeah, hold the bridges. Bridge assaults are the toughest assaults to make.
And get him away from the fire.
Yeah,
And get him away from
And
the
that's-
fire.
And that's why I was asking if the BMP can shoot after he moves, because
Yeah.
he
he can, but it's just he can only go 3 hexes, which is
Yeah.
easy enough to do.
Yeah, he's only going 1, so.
But it's actually he's used 2 movement points out of 6, so he's still good.
Okay.
And he can fire that 73 millimeter.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out though. Is there someone he can shoot?
If
Oh,
Howard's
oh,
got
I
any
took it right.
any Jaegers left or martyrs left.
Okay. Do I have to
he's
shoot
got-
him first, or does it matter which order I shoot in?
No, you can you move them as a stack. You just pick one to fire and then fire the other one.
What I wanted to do was shoot with these guys down here first.
Oh well,
Okay.
finish your move and fire with the guys you move before you shoot the other guy.
Okay. So let me,
Unless he wanted to fire the infantry
You wanted to
first.
fire the infantry before you moved, in which
Right.
case move them back. So
that's what I was just doing. Was just
okay,
moving
yeah,
it back.
yeah.
So,
It's a gentleman's game. We're not staying on it. So.
Yeah. No, I
All
get
right.
it. So yes, I want to fire the infantry at these guys first.
Okay, so that's 2 to make 4.
Because you're at point blank range. Yep.
And I
Oh,
of course missed.
Oh crap! All right, ops complete him.
Yep. But there's a BMP there that can still shoot too. Is that correct?
Yes. Oh wow, I didn't realize that. All right, so he's got what does he have? He can't see the guy up on the hill there that you just expanded.
Unless I move him down.
Unless you move him down one, right? But there's no reason to. He's going to come to you. So unless you're going to shoot, I would shoot the infantry because the infantry are going to be much more dangerous as far as if they take the town before the fire burns it out.
Right. Okay. Yep, we'll shoot there at the infantry again.
All right. So the BMP, I forget what the 73 has. Here it is. Has 2 to make 5, also 2 to make 4.
Oh. Horrible dice rollers.
Oh, ouch.
Okay, so both of those units are
done. Yeah, they're done.
All right. So now I can move these guys forward.
Correct.
And the BMP can take a shot into the woods, I think.
Right, and that's normal range. It's 2 to make 5, but because it's moving fire and he's not made to do that, it becomes 1 die, and also he takes penalty on the 2 hit, so it's 1 to make 6. Nope. All right, and then the infantry is also moving and firing. Actually, no, the infantry can't move and fire because that's right. I'm sorry. Infantry it only costs 1 for the city for infantry, so he can move and fire. He didn't move more than half, and he's 2 to make 5, so that's long range. 2 to make 6, move and fire. He's also 1 to make 6.
1 to make 6.
Yeah.
Nope. Close. A lot closer.
Yeah, move and fire is not the best thing for these guys at long range.
Right. All right. So now I can shoot with my Sager.
Well, he's disrupted. Did you roll to undisrupt him?
No, I did not.
You should have done that. So roll 2 die 6. You need to roll a 6 or less against the morale training value on the formation card in the discard deck there.
All right. 12. There's my 6s.
Was it either a 9 or was it 12? All right, so he stays disrupted. He's not doing anything.
All right.
I mean, he can move, but within limits.
Right.
But all right. So here's the deal.
Go ahead.
What your infantry can do is, well, if it jogs toward the river and then enters the Luke's hex, it can assault. And then you get an advantage because you're infantry versus a vehicle without any infantry support.
Okay. I don't like them hanging around in my woods.
And you have an HQ, so you get 2 more dice. So
does the headquarters go with them?
Headquarters go with them. Yeah, headquarters has to go with them. And the SA-7. Lugging that along. All right. And the reason to go there is because if you went the hex north of it, then the Leos could fire.
I thought those Leos just fired.
Did they? Oh, they did. Oh, 6 of one, half a dozen the other. Okay. All right. So then, because there's nobody who can op fire, which is why this is a good idea right now. So then you just move into the hex, and that triggers the assault. And if you wouldn't mind expanding everything.
Oh, gotcha.
So we can see here. And again, there's no terrain or anything. So you and your attack have 2 to make 4, 5, or 6 from your infantry, plus 2 more from your HQ. That's 4. Plus you're up against armor that is unsupported by its own undisrupted infantry. And I just want to make sure I get the wording right on this. So allow me to check that right here. There we go. So you gain a -1 to your 2 hit number. So instead of being 4 dice to make 4, it's 4 dice to make 3. And then the Luke's still gets its 2 to make 4, I believe. And you notice ops complete doesn't matter here, but if you were disrupted, your 2 hit number, no matter who you were, would be become a 6. Right.
And
3 hits.
3 hits.
3 hits. That's right. Was it 3 hits? 2 dice 4 makes 2 hits. 3. Yep.
All right. I'll be right back. Hang on.
Looks like Mark rolled 1 6.
All right. So basically, you will take 1 hit, which will disrupt you. Mark will take 2 hits, which will disrupt and reduce him. And since you scored more hits, you won the combat, which forces him out of the hex. So he needs to retreat out of the hex in a direction opposite from where the attack started from.
So he moves into the woods, and that's his op 4 marker, along with the disrupted.
Oh, I only got 2 hits. I had stepped away for a second. Bummer. That's a lucky Luke. Luke's the lucky.
It's 3
Yeah,
hits.
he got it. Yeah, I got 3 hits, but he rolled 1-6.
No, you rolled.
no.
You rolled 2 hits.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Oh no, he did roll 3 hits.
You roll 3
Yeah.
hits. There's no
Yep.
saves in assault. If you roll
That's
3
right.
hits,
Yeah, but
dead.
it's just straight up. So okay, it's my bad. So yeah, that
No,
Luke's is destroyed. Sorry.
Okay. No worries. Yeah, so you get a wreck marker too. So you get cover out of it. You're
There was
really
already a wreck marker there.
I know. Oh, there's already a wreck marker. There you go.
Yep.
I was going to say you're really advancing to make your own cover.
But you did take 1 hit. Mark did roll 1 hit on you, so you are disrupted.
Yes.
Okay.
But for a kill, that's usually worth it. No, I'm not writing a rule about disrupted wrecks.
All right. I think I've moved everybody, shot everybody that I can.
All right.
Yep, because they did not. They're still disrupted.
Okay.
All right, we're ready for the next draw. Shuffle it just to make sure that the ops card gets shuffled up real good. The Helos.
Crap.
Here
One
we go.
thing.
Not
have.
like they have much left to shoot at.
They've got plenty to shoot at.
With the missiles?
All my supports are currently occupied now. If you'd like to be shot, if you'd like to shoot something, please leave a message.
Yeah, just flip those suckers into hover
So
mode.
let's make sure the hill is level 2, and when you go to hover, you are 1 level above whatever terrain. So for line of sight purposes, he's at level 3. If he's more than 2 levels above any hex that obstructs, let's say that wood's obstructed, which it probably is close. He's at level 3. It's at level 1. If you're more than 1 level above it, the only blind spot is immediately behind it 1 hex. So in this case, he can see well over those trees and pick off that T-55 up there with the hot missiles that are well within range. That is one, 2 or 3 happy helicopter pilots. Maybe 4. Yeah. 2 hits. All right, what am I looking at here? Oh, he's full strength. I'm kind of shocked. Shocked, I tell you.
Just
All
out of curiosity, my ZSU cannot shoot at that helicopter, right?
That is correct, for the exact reason in that you're in the blind spot of the city hex in front of you. But you're covering the southern edge where he couldn't pop in that corner, which would have been really nasty. So, but the SA-7 was on the other side, and it's occupied at the moment because I stupidly told you to assault.
Yeah, actually, that wasn't probably all that stupid. So.
Well,
because it also put me into the woods, which
that's true.
can have some,
But
some benefit.
So that's all good. I got to roll 3 dice to make 6 for my defense. Then I get 1 more for ATGM in the woods, and I am not concealed because I'm ops complete, so I only get 3 total. I'm sorry, it was 2 plus the 1. So I got 1 save, and you scored what, 2 hits? So I'm disrupted.
Yep, 2 hits.
Yes.
All right.
And Mark needs to roll for his ammo if he hasn't done it already.
I did. And
Okay.
they passed it.
Yeah, I don't know why I even say anything. You're usually pretty good about that anyway.
All right. And next attack.
Right. You hitting the BMP?
It's all good. You never know.
Oh, man.
And I'm going to attack right there. Yep. BMP. We're going to have some fun.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's Pete.
Point
Half
blank.
blue ribbon range. So
Yeah. 4 to make 3. Oh, 3 hits. All right. The BMP has 1 to make 5, plus 1 for the city is 2 to make 5. Nothing for concealment. So it's 2 to make 5 for the BMP. 1 save. All right. So he's disrupted. but alive. And then Mark makes his ammo roll.
Yeah, I did, and he passed
What
it.
was that? Oh, was that your ammo roll? Oh, he didn't make his defense roll yet. Mike, did you make your defense roll?
No.
Yeah, make your defense roll.
Okay.
Make your armor roll.
I thought maybe you might have rolled it by
No. I saw him roll 2 dice. And that was his ammo check.
one.
Oh,
save.
One save.
All right. So we're good. Excellent. All right. Yeah, there you go. Okay, so the helicopters are done.
So that's 2
All right.
hits. Mm-hmm.
No, he took 1 hit. He's disrupted.
2 then.
What?
Oh, 2? Okay.
You got 2 hits, right?
No, he got 3 hits originally because I got giddy because I was thinking maybe we could see a fire.
I got 3 hits on him, and
Okay,
Yeah, he got 3 hits. Yep.
Oh, okay, I'm sorry. Then he is reduced and disrupted.
me too.
Was it this one down here?
The BMP right there. Yeah.
Yeah, drop and disrupt on him. Flip him and drop and disrupt on him.
I do want to say again for posterity's sake, I love the stack exploder.
But what do you really like, Devin?
I really like I like cities burning and fields burning in this game, but I really like the stack exploder too. All right, so next card, we've got 2 cards left.
And then we're done.
Mark's Panzer Grenadiers.
Here comes the final assault.
Yep.
Okay.
Why does it seem like you guys are able to restack much more easily than I am? Every time I try to restack,
It seems like your hand is like not lining up with the repack button.
Yeah.
There's something off about where your hand
Cursor.
is, with relation to that for some reason.
I thought that was just me noticing that. So
Nope.
I'm
No, I
glad
noticed.
it's not just me.
No, I noticed it on your hand also.
So is it? And so, sure. So first, I'm going to check for roots with my 2 missiles. I'm going to start with the infantry in P9.
You're not moving your
And
HQ?
so let's see if they pass. And they do.
Okay.
I did. I moved it right there over to S11.
I see it now. Gotcha.
And so they passed. And then in P10 is going to check for missiles. Let's do that. And they pass as well. So, okie doke. And he's legit. And I'm going to check for undisrupt in S11. So that'll be, I got to make a 9.
Ooh,
You made a 9.
Oh,
Just made it.
Hey Keith.
Yeah.
On your hand, I think you're using a 3D hand. If you go up into the configuration and under interface, you have an option of 3D pointer and 2D pointer. I know when I tried to use 3D pointer, it seemed I had the same problems that you seem to be having. So maybe if you go to the 2D pointer, it might be better.
Lock speed invert. I feel like I'm at work looking through options.
all right. Next thing I'll do
Yeah.
is I'll attack with. Okay.
Where is the freaking
One
3D
attack.
interface?
Here?
That's what's under interface. There it is.
The BMP.
Thank you.
Yep.
No, I don't.
Give that a try and see if that
Thank you
helps.
very much. Yeah, I will do that. If I can hit apply here. I hit apply. Let's close it out. Let's try it. Almost. I'm sort of chasing it still,
Okay.
but it's not as bad as it was. Let me try it from up above it. Yes, much better. I have too steep an angle.
Okay.
I let 3D effect. Thank you.
Yeah, I've run into that before too, and I thought, oh, hey, I'll play with the 3D hand. And it's like, no. That lasted about 20 seconds and went right back to it.
Alrighty. So I'm going to attack with a Milan into the BMP right here. And so it's going to be, so 4 for 4.
Ugh,
2 hits.
2 hit. Okay, he's got 1 to make 5 plus 1 for the city is 2 to make 5. Now, is he ops complete or is that the infantry that's ops complete? Mike?
I'm sorry, which one?
Is the infantry or the BMP ops complete in U9? It's the BMP, right? He shot out. No, they're both ops complete. They both shot at the infantry.
Yes, they both did. Yes.
All right, so they doesn't get concealment. So you have 2 dice to make 5 for your save.
All right.
Armor.
Missed.
Ooh, it worked. Yay.
So how many hits did you get, Mark?
He got 2.
I got 2.
2. Okay.
So yeah, he's reduced and disrupted. Not the infantry, the BMP.
Oh, there we go. There we go.
Okay.
Let's see.
Yeah, he's good.
And the martyr. The martyr's going to attack the infantry and the same hex in U9.
Okay.
It's going
So
to be 2
he's
dice
got-
for 6.
Yeah, 2 dice for 6.
Nothing. Ouch. Yep. Mm-hmm. And infantry in what's it called, S11 is going to move and try to assault into T8. Two. Are we shooting?
They're all disrupted
Yeah.
or ops complete, including the guy in the woods.
Oh, it's
to the
complete.
north.
Okay, so all right, so I'm going to go ahead.
So he's going in with a bridge assault.
Okay.
Okay, bridge assault.
Yeah. Actually, let me do the other dudes first, if you don't. Or sorry.
You want to do the guy with the HQ, or are you doing the? Is this a stack?
Sorry. So 1.
Is this a stack?
No, I'm going to do the guy in R10. I'm sorry, I forgot. Yeah, I forgot about the
I just
HQ and S11. So I'm going to go with the R10. So.
But it's just the one guy. Okay. So I don't think anybody is. Yeah, nobody can see him to shoot. So pick which bridge you want to cross.
Right here.
Now the trick here is it may not be so difficult because you're disrupted. So the idea is that a bridge, he only has a penalty for attacking across a bridge if you're undisrupted, which you are not. So this is a straight shot. He's got 2 dice to make 4. You've got 2 dice not to make 5, but to make 6 because you're disrupted. You always have a 2 hit of 6 in assault if you're disrupted. So he rolls 2.
Yeah. What if I assaulting across a bridge? Is that a penalty?
Only if he is undisrupted, and then yes, it is.
So I'm sorry. How many dice do I need to roll?
I see.
He rolls first. He gets
He
2
rolls.
dice to make 4, 5, or 6. So Mark, you can roll
2 hits.
2 hits, and then Mike,
2
you roll
hits.
2 dice to make 6s.
We know I ain't rolling 6s. So.
All right. So he got 2 hits. That's enough to kill you. He's in the hex, and the Sagger also is destroyed.
Yep.
Sagger teams, I should say. Disrupted goes away. You didn't score any hits against him. He gets a bonus wreck marker. And we repack that into that hex, and he's across the bridge, which is why my guys are there to counterattack.
And so infantry in S11 is going to make a move into U9. So
All right. Yeah, there isn't anybody to shoot at him, so just move him in.
Okay, go ahead. Okay.
Yeah, I don't
There
think
we
there's
go.
anybody to shoot at him.
All right.
So yeah, everybody's ops complete. Okay, this is only a little bit more intricate. So again, well, let's see. The BMP is disrupted, but the infantry is not. They're ops complete, but they're not disrupted. So because you're coming across a bridge against an undisrupted opponent, what happens is you get there's a +1 to your 2 hit number, so you're making 2 to make 5 instead of 2 to make 4, and you lose an assault firepower die, so you've got 1 die to make 5s. Also, he gets a -1 to hit, so his 2 to make 4 becomes 2 to make 3, and his 1 to make 5 with the disrupted becomes 1 to make 6. I mean,
But
1 to make 6 disrupted becomes back as regular 1 to make 5.
Mark gets 2 extra dice because of the headquarters, though, so he'll be
Oh,
3
yeah,
dice
sorry,
at 5.
Yeah, so it's 3 dice. 3 dice hit 5 is what you have.
Yep.
Mhm.
Thank you, Devin. I was like so into
So
the
I roll 3 dice.
you
Yep.
roll 3 dice. You need 5s or 6s.
Uh-oh.
Oof.
Miss. Okay. In
No.
response, it's 2 dice to make 3 and 1 dice to make 5.
I'm sorry, say that one more time.
You roll 2 dice to make 3, 4, 5, or 6, and 1 die to make a 5 or 6.
Okay. So missed there, right?
No.
No, you
Oh
hit
no. Oh,
Two
no.
dice.
with both.
2
You hit
dice
with
to
both.
make 3s, and
you
then
made both fours. 3, 4,
and
5, or
then-
6.
and then from 1 dice at 5
One
for the
dice.
BMP. Oh,
Oh, wait,
Hit.
3 hits. They just died.
Golly.
Yeah, you tried to come across the bridge. It was a bridge too far. So the infantry
Holy
goes to the cap.
crap.
The headquarters is automatically reduced and put in the suppress box. Don't forget to flip him. You know, he's got to be reduced because he never recovers from that. He just comes back off the board. It changes his command bonus. These guys just go back into the stack. They successfully defended the U9 bridge. Nice grouping, Mike. That was exciting.
Got the roll when I needed it.
Yeah,
Oh,
exactly.
Not that I didn't need it any other of the 20 times before.
No, that's
but-
right. Well, you just cut his assault force by a third, and now we outnumber him 2-1 in the city.
Put my zoo up and clean them out.
all right. That's everything that you had, Mark.
I think so.
Yep, that's all. That's my turn.
All right. Well, last formation card,
Nice try,
and
though.
it's
Enough.
an end of ops card. Imagine
Mark,
that
Mark,
surprise.
that was a nice assault. That was well planned and well executed. Just the die roll got you on that last one because his one undisrupted guy, the guy who survived the
you.
bombardment, the one who shut it down. But that was only the first try.
All right, so we're going to be ending the broadcast here soon, but I want to hear everybody's thoughts, opinions, what they liked, what they disliked, and just give us a little bit of feedback. Mike, you go ahead and start us off.
Well, this is my very first time really playing, so I like the flow. I like the uncertainty of who got to go when. Just overall good. I definitely need to dive into it more. One little thing I would suggest from the tabletop simulator side, on these counters, you can do titles and descriptions. You might want to look at putting like titles on these units. Because
Oh, you mean like you hold the cursor over it and it puts the title on it?
yeah, because on the stack you don't, because one, they will still display the titles on the exploder, but then you also don't have to explode them necessarily. Just something that might make it a little bit easier to
I understand.
see without having to explode something every single time. You know, you can say, oh, there's a disruption marker, or this is a BMP underneath here. You know,
Okay.
just type, just. I mean, it's just a little cosmetic thing like that. So
Excellent. We'll look into that. We're still kind of learning TTS on our own. So
so am I. Well, and the only reason I suggested that is because I'm porting I'm doing a tabletop game to TTS myself, and so you know there's a few little things that I've learned too. So,
Which game?
Der Weltkrieg.
Oh, the big one.
Yeah. Well,
Ooh.
just the Italian front. That's all.
Oh,
I'm
just
right now.
just one of the box sets.
Well, I'm starting with one of the box sets. So.
Well, you got to start somewhere, I suppose. Wow, that's an amazing project. That's luck on that. That's an amazing project.
Yeah, but no, I definitely want to get back, and I definitely want to get here into here some more. I was a member of the Kickstarter, so I've got a whole stack of boxes sitting on my desk that I still need to start diving into. But I do play quite a bit TTS on Saturday night fights on Armchair Dragoons, and I really like it. It's
Cool.
It's,
Excellent.
You know, it's a great tool to do things like this with.
Excellent.
Mark, your thoughts and comments?
It wouldn't be scenario 10 without an inferno starting in that town. Absolutely love the game.
Excellent. Excellent.
That's one of those things that you don't usually see in a game either.
We found it to be sort of like a role playing element almost, but it's like, yeah, there's a lot of stuff going on out there that's hot. Like, but yeah, it changes things. There's, I mean, the weather rules and the fire, and they're little things that when they come in, they're sort of like a sea change, and you can't do anything about it. But now you have to fight, or you have to find new tactics, and it is a tactical game. So
yeah. I pulled up my sequence of play card, and right down there at step what was it, 2.5. Check for fire marker effects. It just.
We should actually check whether it goes out just for grins and giggles.
Or if it spreads.
Or if it spreads, yeah.
Got to roll.
Yeah, you roll a die 6. If you roll a 6, it goes out. And that may be one of the things that may be changing. There's been a lot of people who've house ruled it, and a lot of people who've given us great feedback. And we're probably going to be tweaking it, but I'm not going to give anything official.
Yeah.
Just yet, because we want to absorb it all on anything. But as written, a 6 will put it out. That's the first thing.
Which we didn't roll. So
okay. And then for each hex next to it, each hex next to it will roll once. And if it's a 4, 5, or 6, which again may also change, it spreads to that hex. So you can start with the hex with the infantry.
Yep.
Okay. And then the hex next to it. And both, all right. So they're both on fire. So, all right. So let's retreat right back to where they were going to go anyway.
I've seen this before.
Yeah, we've seen it before. And the fire is fighting for the Soviets because we just recovered the hex that Mark had taken. If it had burned it and he was the last one in it, he would control it. So.
All right, gentlemen, I thank each and every one of you. And as always, huge thanks to Keith for not only designing this, but coming in and rules adjudicating, making my life much easier. And thanks to Mike and Mark and Chris for coming in, although he had to take off a little bit earlier. Thanks to everybody in the chat who was chatting. And
thanks to Kevin for running this.
I had the easy part. So. All right, so that's, I think, all we have for today. Questions, comments, concerns, complaints, criticism in the comment section below. And I will talk to everybody later. See ya! Push the red button.